last night at the hands of these Phillies, 8-0. It was the 1950s last time that the Pirates shut out by that large of a margin by the Phillies in Philadelphia. So they'll try to rebound tonight behind Paul Skeens. And Skeens this year is 6-7 with a 3.10 ERA, bidding for his third straight All-Star nomination. And he will oppose a reigning two-time All-Star as well. It's Zach Wheeler going for the Phillies. He's 8-1 with a 2.03 ERA. And that is the pitching form for tonight. So two of the top three finishers in the Cy Young in the 24 season. Wheeler was second, Skeens was third, and now the reigning Cy Young Award winner in Skeens pitching tonight.
Line drive knocked down by Durbin. He got knocked out, picks it up, throws, and gets it.
Caglione grabs it on a backhand dive. He gets to his feet and takes it to first for the out.
Line drive. Diving play, second by Tyler Callahan.
Rojas got turned around. He makes a spinning leaping catch.
Tailing away from Mangum, tough play. He's there.
Moving over is Barracoto. He's got it on the backhand. He throws coming into second. Smith's got it to tag, and they got him. Just a perfect throw by Barracoto.
Diving stop at third. Gonzalez to second, gets the out. What a play.
Speared by Roof, backhanded. Throws to second, over to first, double play.
Real Muto, a line drive to left. Galen Lyle lays out. Did he snag it? Yes, he did.
Lazy fly ball out in left field. Long run and a head first dive for Schneider.
The throw headed towards first is in time.
Little trick throw up the first base line. Chapman gets to it, throws, and got him to end the ball game.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, you know, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Welcome back to Pirates Pregame. The Pirates in the midst of a four-game series against the Phillies tonight here at Citizens Bank Park. Joe Block along with the Pirates manager, Donnie Kelly. And Donnie, 8-0 win last night, but probably not indicative of the way that Bubba Chandler pitched for the Pirates. How did you see his outing?
I thought Bubba threw the ball extremely well against this lineup, and to go into the seventh inning and 2 runs. The seventh inning there got away from us a little bit when they scored 3, but I thought Bubba pitched really well, used all of his pitches. Fastball command was good. Slider was in the zone and good. I thought he pitched there big guns really tough as well.
Now, it's easy for me to say I'm sitting up in a booth, far off from the field, but I thought in his first outing against the Phillies, maybe a bit tentative to some of their bigger hitters. There was none of that, I thought, in that last start, and it really seems like maybe this last month or so that he's turned the corner in that regard.
I think he has. He's continuing to get better. He's starting to slow things down and, be in the strike zone and have his good stuff in the strike zone, too. I thought he pitched really well last night.
And for you, to get him out into that seventh inning, that's something that he hadn't done yet in the major leagues. You want to see that, right, from a young pitcher? Let's grow. Let's see where you're capable of, and then maybe prove something to yourself.
There's no doubt. And, to be in that situation where the bullpen was at, we're in striking distance. It's down 2-0. And the game was right there, and we're at the bottom of the lineup. Mm-hmm. Felt like it was a good opportunity to push Bubba a little bit and have him go back out for that inning.
Yeah, like I'd like to say on the air about, sometimes the starting pitcher is your best reliever, for the next inning. How about Esmeralin Valdez? Wow. The power is so noticeable, but I thought in the game yesterday, the way that he was able to hit some line drives up the middle against Christopher Sanchez, which a few hit him yesterday or really all season, really spoke to his hitting prowess. Could you talk about what you saw from him?
Yeah, he is. He's doing a great job, and he has been, really having great at-bats. You talk about the walks, the base hits. Yes, the power stands out a lot, too, but just the way that he's attacking at-bat to at-bat, staying within, had that big challenge, on that pitch that was down by a hair, and I think he's been doing a great job.
Yeah, and the rookie back in there tonight for you. And one more thing about the game yesterday, I thought it was a real classy move on your part. This is what I said yesterday. When you have that tough decision to make to pull a pitcher mid-inning for a position player, and that's what you had to do. But I thought it was really classy of you to wait for Callahan to come in after Bedouin had already gotten back into the dugout. Tell us about that experience. That's probably one of the tougher things you got to do as a manager.
Yeah, it's to have Bedouin right there getting up into the 30s, had a little. He's okay, but just something going on with his left side on his pec, and felt like we needed to make a move there to save some pitches from him, and didn't want, in that moment down 8-0, you don't want to go to a reliever. I think trying on my own experience as the time that I got to pitch, warmed up in the cage much like Callahan did, and the last thing you want to do as a player is the guy coming off the mound that you're replacing hasn't had the best outing, and you want it to be respectful. Learned that from Leland. He told me, he's like, when he went out to make the move, he told me, don't follow me out here. Wait, wait. And that's what I told Callie. I was like, hey, let me go make the move. And he came out of the other steps, to come out to the mound, just trying to handle it the best way that we can.
Yeah, I thought that was really good and definitely noticeable. And now tonight, the Pirates have an opportunity to take a series lead on the road against the Phillies. It's Paul Skeens on the mound. And from him, have you noticed any trends going positively for Skeens? Because I know that the Pirates haven't won, but there have been a lot of games in there where he's given you a quality start.
Yeah, he has, and he's gotten a lot of punch-outs.
Out toward the wall, he jumps and he made the catch.
One of the great running catches at the wall you will ever see.
Corbin Carroll with a terrific rolling grab. Sliding catch by the big 6'7" center fielder.
Alexander Wheels comes home on wood, and he is out at the plate.
No first baseman knows this ballpark better than Josh Naylor.
Well, he had to time that leap perfectly.
Great diving stop by Young. Using that height to his advantage.
Gonna leap and he makes the catch. Diving catch by Shaw.
Out goes Lindor and he makes the running catch.
Help stop closing speed.
Diving play by McNeil. What a play.
Diving stop. Majdro to his feet. Oh, baby.
He caught it. What a great play. That is a tremendous play by Ozzie Albies.
And he got it. They got him.
That was a terrific defensive play all the way around.
Nothing easy about this one.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
It is a 1933 Gaudi Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's graded higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a pack or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
Up next, Kevin Young and I will rejoin you right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
Howdy, Pirates fans. Be sure to head out to PNC Park on Saturday, July 11th, when the Bucks take on the Brewers at 4:05 p.m. during Country Weekend. Make your way to the ballpark early and enjoy a pregame.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Let's take a road trip to Wrigley Field today. Home of the Chicago Cubs since 1916, Wrigley Field is the second oldest ballpark in the majors, just behind Boston's Fenway Park. Hop off the L in the heart of Wrigleyville and take in the unique buzz of the neighborhood. On the corner of Clark and Addison, the iconic red marquee sign welcomes fans into the friendly confines. Once inside, direct your attention to the manually operated scoreboard that sits 60 feet above center field. Lush green ivy covers the brick outfield walls, and just beyond the bleachers, Wrigley rooftops provide an unrivaled view of the game. When at Wrigley, you have to get a Chicago dog. With everything, of course. The chicken tinga torta or chicken and churros are great options too. Find your seat in the bleachers and embrace the rowdiness. Sing along to Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And don't forget to root for the Cubbies. Wrigley Field, an unforgettable experience.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody can steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are Thai Cubs.
These are Thai Cubs.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes him special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say, one great play deserves another. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
When we return from Philadelphia, we'll have tonight's starting lineups and then baseball between the Pirates and the Phillies. It's all coming up right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light. Tonight's game on the Pirates Radio Network is brought to you by Ford, the official truck of the Pirates. Highmark Health. Highmark is proud to support Pirates everywhere, from home base to home away from home, because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Pittsburgh Brewing Company. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and IC Light. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Pirates Baseball also brought to you by AHN, official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. Operating Engineers Local 66. Partner with them at IUOE66.org. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. And by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Tonight, Game 3 of the series, the Pirates are in Philadelphia. And with the starting lineups, here's Kevin Young.
Thank you, Joe. Tonight's lineups are brought to you by your neighborhood Ford stores. Leading off for the visiting Pirates, Connor Griffin will be at shortstop. Hitting second, Brandon Lau at second base. Ryan Reynolds will hit third in the DH spot, as Merlin Valdez will be in right field, and he's 4 for 6 this road trip with a home run and a couple RBIs. Hitting fifth, Ryan O'Hearn at first base.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
At the wall, leaping catch. What a play by Joey.
And Peters runs it down. What a grab by Tristan Peters.
At the wall, leaps in front of the fence, and he got another one. Colton Cowser soars into the sky.
Slides and makes the catch.
Nathan Lucas with a fantastic grab.
And look at Nunez laying out to his right to rob Jaron Duran.
Racing back strong. He's got it. Caught on the slide. Noel B. Marte.
McKinstry dives on it. A whale of a play.
He leaps and makes an unreal catch. Are you kidding me?
Nice sliding stop, Lau. And what a play by Brandon Lau.
And he is off the plate. There is no better defensive left fielder in the game. Coming in, Jonah Cox, and he'll dive. Wow, what a play.
Caro sliding. He got it.
It's a big out. Run it right back to him. He spins around to whip it over to Freddie Freeman.
Not much time to think about it either. Dandy play indeed.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Know how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
RingCentral will completely transform the way you work. It gives you built-in AI across all your business conversations. Your phone system has an AI receptionist that answers calls 24/7. Your video meetings have AI that takes notes instantly. Even your contact center has AI, so you can help customers faster. It all comes together in one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral, voice of your business.
And the third base.
And welcome back here to Citizens Bank Park. Pirates and the Phillies getting set for the third game of this series. Pirates have now won 2 games of a series in Philadelphia since 2017, and you're thinking about, well, this means more than just some number like that, where the Pirates are chasing the Phillies and many other teams right now for a wild card berth. Really so important to beat those teams that are in front of you right now.
Yeah, it really is important for that. I mean, I think one of the biggest things coming into this series, the Phillies literally were 3 games behind the Atlanta Braves, and so they really wanted to take advantage of a 4-game series playing against Pittsburgh at home. And for the Pirates, winning that first game was so valuable. It really was. And now you have an opportunity to go against another good pitcher. Again, last night was tough facing Christopher Sanchez, going against Zach Wheeler tonight. The Pirates find themselves in a little better position. Obviously, 1-1, have an opportunity to go against a really, really good pitcher, but get those left-handed bats back in the lineup. And so you have to continue to plug away, take advantage of the ballpark, this heat, all those good things. And I think the Pirates bats may come to life today after that shutout yesterday. It wasn't too fun.
Yeah, and when it's Wheeler or when it's Sanchez, it's been nothing for the Pirates so far this year. 2 of the baseball's best pitchers. It's understandable because they've been doing it to a lot of other teams too. But how do you get to Wheeler tonight, if at all? Remember, the Pirates have the 3rd best offense out of the 30 teams in baseball.
Well, I think you mentioned it right there, Joe. I mean, the familiarity, being able to see a guy that's pitching extremely well earlier in the season, that usually helps. I mean, you have obviously a lineup will look a little differently because you'll be minus O'Neal Cruz and minus Spencer Horwitz, who obviously had other opportunities, but now new guys in that lineup. Esmerlin Valdez now gets an opportunity. And like you said, we're in a hitter's...
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Ketel Marte, for the first time in his career, has homered in 4 consecutive ball games. He's homered in 4 straight, 5 of his last 6. That's 17.
1 earned run, 2 runs on 1 hit, no walks, 9 strikeouts for Turk School. Just nice to see him get back to being dominating Turk School because this is the guy we're going to see a lot of the rest of the year.
7 scoreless innings for Christopher Sanchez tonight, lowers his ERA to exactly 2.00.
It's a long home run for Junior Caminero. He's homered now in 5 consecutive games.
He has 8 home runs in his last 7 games. Those are video game numbers.
What a start for Cade Cavalli. Ends his night with an even 100 pitches, strikes out a career-high 13, and gets some love from his teammates and coaches.
Phillies won last night. And this is a 4-gamer, so tomorrow afternoon is the finale. Opportunity for the Pirates again to win a 2nd game within a series in Philadelphia for the first time in 9 years. And Wheeler, 36 years old, out of Dallas, Georgia, recovering from that thoracic outlet decompression surgery he underwent toward the tail end of last season. He looks the same, if not better. Still a hard thrower. Phillies in the home whites. Black tops for the Bucks here on the road. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. Connor Griffin swings through it, strike 1. Underway at 6:41. 96 here in Philadelphia. 1 strike pitch coming to Griffin. Swinging a shattered bat ground ball. Tried to barehand it. Wheeler will knock it down and throw on to first for the out. He deadened that 1-hopper with his pitching hand. And some splinters of the bat were coming his way, too.
They had a lot of stuff, a lot of toothpicks in the infield grass right now. The ball got in on Connor Griffin.
Real Muto picks up one of the slivers. And Griffin is out on a comebacker. Now Brandon Lau, who did not see action yesterday, team leading 20 home runs, team leading 57 RBIs, hitting at .239, left-handed batter. First one from Wheeler, outside for ball one. Corey Blazer works the plate today. It's Jansen Visconti at first base, Andy Fletcher, the crew chief, at second base, and Alex Tosi umpires at third. Pitch, and just a little low that time, 2-0. And now they say it's up to 97. Still getting hotter. And 2-0 the count. Heat index over 110. Here's the pitch. And a strike on the inner edge to Lau. Might be back here in not too long. All-Star game to be held here in Philadelphia. Lau leading all National League second basemen in home runs and RBIs.
That would be a very nice little break to see somebody like that just been able to do what he's done.
And it's outside 3-1 to Brandon Lau. Now, he won't tout himself. That's not his way. But we'll do it for him. Now, he's been named an All-Star twice, but has not been able to play because of injury in either of those two games. And that's down low. He'll accept the walk. So the Pirates have a first inning base runner against Wheeler. And Brian Reynolds will come up, getting the designated hitter duties. Phillies in the field, same lineup as each of the first two games of the series. Marsh in left, Crawford in center, Rincones in right. It's Bohm at third, Turner and Stott in the middle, Harper at first, and J.T. Real Muto doing the catching. A little bit of what Dan Baker does. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a weak tapper foul up first, and a strike on Reynolds, whose 34-game on-base streak ended yesterday. It was the longest in 25 years for the Pirates. He had 347, got on base at a 450 clip, and slugged .613 over a 34-game stretch. The pitch to him, down and in that time, 1 ball and 1 strike. And Brian Giles had a streak like that in 01, 35 games. It was tied for the 4th longest streak for a Pirate since 1950. Pitch to Reynolds, high and away with the fastball now, 2-1. Still bringing it an easy 96, Wheeler.
Yeah, Joe, and this is what we discussed earlier about just letting the game settle in and seeing what Zach Wheeler, what his command looks like. Right now, missing with a couple split fingers and fastballs up and away.
2-1. Reynolds takes down and in, 3 balls at a strike. Look at the cut fastball. Doesn't throw that all that often.
It's a beautiful thing about the game of baseball. You play the game that's there today.
Lau at first with 1 out and the pitch. Swinging a foul right back.
Wow.
Good rip.
Nice healthy hack by Brian Reynolds. That 97 mile per hour fastball. That was the one he wanted. 97 actually, as you said, matches the temperature.
Yeah.
That is still unbelievable.
Valdez waiting next with Lau at first. 1 out, 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Doing that slow breaking ball. Just never got there, 2 away. And now Valdez, the 22-year-old rookie. In a short time with the Pirates, he's hitting a .313 with 6 homers and 12 RBIs. He's come to the plate 54 times. Already that kind of production. A pitch to him, swing and a miss, strike 1. A little late on 97. So his last 26 plate appearances, his 13 hits, 4 homers, 4 doubles, 29 total bases in 26 plate appearances. That doesn't include walks. Ball looped on a line, caught at first for the final out. Wheeler through the first. Paul Skeens takes them out in Philadelphia when we return on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
For the guaranteed lowest prices on top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Purple, shop the home team. Levin, the latest and greatest sleep science.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal, and I played with Eddie, and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards, and I know.
There goes Gibson. Bouncing ball, hit and run. It bounces off his helmet. Gibson coming to third, and they have him in a rundown. The ball hit Gibson's helmet.
And the fact that Kirk Gibson doesn't have a lot of hair probably aided the Cubs. A little more hair, the helmet stays on, the ball goes into the outfield. One of the strangest plays you'll ever see in the game.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Dealer wait times. That's one smart bell.
Trey Turner will lead it off for the Phillies. Paul Skeens on the mound for the Pirates.
Yeah, Paul Skeens, as we said, comes in that 6-7 record, but looking to lower that ERA down at 3.10 now, but 114 strikeouts on the season, trying to stack those strikeouts up tonight as well.
Among the leaders, Turner's down a strike. 97 from Skeens. He's started in Philadelphia before. Second start here. 0-1 from him. And a sweeper just misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's so extraordinary to think. You know, we talked about Sanchez and maybe Wheeler, Jacob Mizorowski. Probably the top candidates to start the All-Star game. Skeens started the All-Star game the first 2 years of his career. Popped up to short. I mean, you just think about stuff like that. Griffin will make the catch of 1 out.
Yeah, and he's looking to get back to form. As he said, it's been a while since Paul Skeens has been associated with a win. And the Pirates as well. And so this will be a good challenge for him, obviously, pitching on the big stage against a really, really good offense in this Phillies ball club. So looking for Paul Skeens to really go deep in this game.
We got Turner to pop out after Turner's homered in each of these first 2 games of the series. Schwarber, and he'll take ball 1 just a little low on the slider missing. Schwarber homerless, in the series so far. 30 long balls leading all the baseball. 256 hitter. He's 0 for 9 against Skeens. Swinging a foul back. Ooh. 1 ball, 1 strike. How come it's when I'm only with you that the ball comes back here?
I'm a ball magnet, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm a ball magnet.
Always were. Never got past you, though.
Well, occasionally.
Not in fair territory, I know that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Schwarber takes a strike call on the outer edge. 1-2. Backdoored him with the slider. And then Harper next. Skeens motions and delivers. Fastball just off the plate away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skeens has the lowest July earned run average of anyone who's made 9 starts in the month in the history of baseball. His ERA in July is 1.14 in his young career. 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss out in front, and he struck him out on the slider. First strikeout tonight for Skeens. Schwarber's now 0 for 10 with 6 strikeouts in his career against Skeens.
That's so impressive. Sometimes you get those matchups that you just can't explain why you can't see a ball off a guy. They just stay with you your whole career. This is one that obviously Paul Skeens early in his career is taking advantage of.
2 gone, and now Bryce Harper. 275 with 20 home runs. The pitch, swinging the tap, foul, and strike one. It's hard to get any real timing against Skeens. Right there, the splinker. Two outs, nobody on in the Phillies' first inning. Here's an 0-1. Outside, missing.
Yes, all series long, the Phillies have been super aggressive, and rightly so. You think about the arms that they face. You know, your Braxton Ashcraft is a strike thrower. Bubba Chandler is a hard strike thrower as well. Paul Skeens. So they want to get ahead in the count.
1-1 is outside now. 2 balls and a strike on Harper.
Yeah, anytime you can get your swing off early against guys you don't want to get down 0-2, 1-2 consistently at major league level, these guys will put you away.
Now behind in the count here. Harper waiting the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Right in front of Kevin Young.
Hey.
Nice grab by the Pirates fan.
Yeah, and he gets the boos now. Oh, yes. That's awesome.
Got his Skeens jersey on, his City Connect jersey. He caught that. That was a whistler. 2-2 to Harper. Check swinging the ball down and in. 3-2. A deep count here against Skeens.
Yeah, not one fastball thrown to Bryce Harper right now. 3 splitters, a sweeper, and a slider. Let's see what he goes with here.
Not sure he's thrown a pitch in the strike zone either. The pitch, and he won't. That's a walk. You know, the 2 fouls were just out of the zone too. Yeah, so he'd rather pitch around Harper, who has driven in a run in each of his last 6 games.
Yeah, I think he just wanted a pinpoint location, and that was a pretty good pitch. And for a second, Henry Davis held it there just to give the home plate umpire, "Are you sure?"
A 2-out man on for Brandon Marsh. He's no complimentary player anymore. 317, third best in the National League. And he's out in front, strike 1.
Yes, he's definitely having a really good season out in left field as he takes a field here. And they show a big sign talking about the All-Star game for this man.
Homered twice on Monday here. The pitch, outside, trying to backdoor him. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's hit 14 home runs. Slugging well over 500. So a lot of extra base power for the bearded lefty batter. Harper on at first with 2 away. Here's a 1-1 coming. Swing, fly ball, deep center field. Mangum racing back to the center field wall. He'll leap and make the catch right up against the wall. Great play by Jake Mangum. And might have saved 2 runs.
Oh, what a catch.
And Skeens will go back into the dugout with a high five for his center fielder. Through 1 from Philly. We're just getting started. No score right here on the Pirates Radio Network.
In the automotive industry, time and trust mean everything. Miss an electrical problem, and it can mean big problems for your operation. That's why Napa believes in testing the 5 critical components in every vehicle. The battery, starter, alternator, relay.
Schlittler, 25 years old. He spent the season until June in Double-A last year, then moved up to Triple-A, and he was called up to the Yankees on July 9th, and what a difference he made. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the sinker. Swing and a miss. That's the sinker. 4 strikeouts in a row, 8 on the game.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
too, going straight back.
It'll be Ryan O'Hearn to lead it off in the second. No score. It takes ball one inside from Zach Wheeler. A degree of difficulty high on that catch. Saved a run for sure, and if it would have gone over, that's two. 1-0 swinging a foul at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Very close to the top of the wall.
Now you see me get my highlighter out. I'm just going to highlight this right here on my scorecard. That will be a Jake Mangum highlight.
I can't tell, but it might have gone out. And just seeing the replay there, fouled away. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes on O'Hearn. Very good chance it could have gone over the wall. Either way, with 2 outs, Harper just take it off and would have scored. O'Hearn behind in the count and could not hold up. And that good curveball, that really acts as a nice change of pace for Wheeler, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, 17 miles per hour lesser than that fastball at 97. He'll drop that in there at 80 miles per hour. It definitely brings a different look.
So 1 away, no score. Pirates batting in the second. Nick Gonzalez hitting at 294. 3 homers and 35 knocked in. The pitch to him. In tight, ball 1. It's a 2-seam fastball, the sinker.
Yeah, that 2-seamer's been able to do some work to the young hitters, Connor Griffin and Esmeralda Valdez. Both jamming them both.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. I got a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike on a sweeper that time. Kind of changes that breaking ball. Sometimes it's more over the top, some more side to side.
Yeah, he gives you all the looks.
Wheeler ready in the 1-1. High with the fastball. Now 2-1. Phillies are 10-2 when Wheeler starts. Since he's come off the injury list, the Phillies are 40-20. The pitch, swinging a foul back. 2-2 on Gonzalez. 40-20.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's the reason the Phillies got back into this thing. They turned it around.
Yeah, they changed managers right around that time. Wheeler came back, and they got it into high gear. 2-2 is hit to right, base hit.
All he does is hit.
Gonzalez is on with a 1-out single. Mangum coming up. Will step out 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Here's Mangum, who made that magnificent catch last inning. At the bat, 296 with a home run. Finished June hitting 329 for the month. Bowman at third. The pitch, bunt stabbed at and fouled into the glove of Real Muto. Strike 1.
Now, not a bad idea for Jake Mangum. Obviously a tough pitcher on the mound, even 1 out. Taking a chance and laying a bunt down. It's hot outside, as you mentioned earlier, Joe. These are the type of ways you can actually pick apart a guy like Zach Wheeler, making him do extra work on the mound. Make him field his position, come off that mound occasionally.
Get out of rhythm. 1 strike pitch, up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bohm still playing along the baseline at third.
And he made some nice plays last night. Tremendous third baseman.
Center fielder Crawford a bit shallow and over toward left some. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back.
You had your glove ready on that one, Joe.
1-2 on Mangum. Yeah, I don't know if it can get back here. It's got to be a direct hit. If there's no overhang, that might have come our way.
I do agree.
Here's the set by Wheeler and the pitch. Ball poked into the air, left field along the line. Marsh running over, and he'll make the catch. Kind of shaded that way. Gonzalez back to first with 2 men gone in the Pirates' second. And Tyler Callahan will bat. So make your plans to join us at PNC Park coming up. It'll be a fireworks night on July the 10th following that Friday night game against the Brewers at 6:40. All brought to you by Zambelli. and presented by EQT. Friday, July 10th. Go to Pirates.com and get some tickets. Callahan at 246, slugging over 500. He swings and belts one, but foul right side. And strike one on Tyler Callahan. What do you think of him so far?
Tell you what, I love the aggressiveness, and he does have some, like you said, the base running awareness, all the little things about the baseball game. Seems like he's on point with, and you'd love to have that as a manager, have a guy come up and plays the game on both sides of the ball, offense, defense, and base running.
Here's an 0-1 outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's the split. That comes from a third generation of professional ball players. Dad John and Granddad Frank both played a year of pro baseball each. The pitch. Swing and a miss out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's that curveball we shared earlier, 80 miles per hour. Just a nice change of pace. Keep those lefties off of that hard stuff.
So now 1-2. Gonzalez singled. He's at first with 2 away. Pirates batting in the second. 0-0. Pirates and Phillies from Philadelphia. Reagular, the right-hander, offers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the heat upstairs. 3rd strikeout for Wheeler. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the second coming up. No score on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are striking back after a slow start, and it's largely thanks to one of baseball's fastest men.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Corbin Carroll has been playing like an MVP since his debut in 2022, but in his 4th full season, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable.
On Sunday, Carroll put together one of the best games of his career, going 4 for 4 with 2 triples and a 9-1 D-backs win. That put Carroll at 8 triples for the season, twice as many as any other player, and 51 for his career.
He's the reason why you come to the ballpark.
Watch him hit and watch him run.
He became the 2nd fastest player of all time to reach 80 homers and 50 triples. Only Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig did it faster. Carroll's on pace to lead the majors in triples for the 3rd straight season, and he's only 1 triple away from tying the Diamondbacks club record of 52.
Nelson Velasquez. Swing and a fly ball belted center field. That one's headed for Chattahoochee Falls. A long home run. Nelson Velasquez ties this game. Bombs away in Atlanta, GA. We're in the 4th, tied at 1.
Watch the location. It's on the outside part of the plate, but leaks over the middle, and he goes straight center. Talked about centering the field as much as you can. 444 feet on that homer. Putting it into the waterfall out there.
An estimated annuity of $375 million. $375 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. Got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Alec Bohm starts things in the second for the Phillies. No score. Paul Skeens pawing at the mound of dirt. Now he's ready to go. Bohm, a righty batter at 222 at 9 home runs. First pitch. Sweeper down low and away for ball 1. Bryson Stott, and then it's JT Realmuto. Here's a 1-0 from Skeens. Swinging a looping foul to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, a lot's been made of the velocity changes. That one at 96. I looked it up today. I wanted to know, well, World Baseball Classic, right? Well, there's some early work that he did this year. Has he thrown more pitches this year at this time than last year? Up and in, and it's going to be ruled hit by pitch. No, he has not. And even after tonight's outing, he'll still have fewer pitchers this year through the end of June. I didn't look through July 1st, but even if you include tonight, it'll still be fewer pitches. World Baseball Classic, spring training, and regular season. combined and then spring training and regular season last year.
Yeah, I think with Paul Skeens, I think one of the things is he's a big individual, obviously, and it has been, rumored at times to get somewhat rotational, and a lot of that, like you said, all the stuff that goes into it is the amount of pitches that he has. It's a lot of moving parts, and so a lot of times it just has to do with the delivery itself.
Ball one down and in to Bryson Stott. That was a conversation we were having yesterday about Christopher Sanchez, who when he came to the major leagues, he was throwing 92 miles an hour, and then you make some mechanic changes. There's so much biomechanical stuff that people know about nowadays. And then he started throwing harder, talking about Sanchez. There's a strike. And it's 1-1 on Bryson Stott, who is 0 for 9 in his career against Skeens. 241 overall, 7 home runs. He's knocked in 40. Left-handed batter with Bowman first, nobody out in the second. Here's the pitch. Swinging the foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's so important on an evening like this. It's so important to be efficient with your pitches, not going really deep in counts very often. It's super hot and humid. Paul Skeens is a big man. I mean, he'd like to have those 3 or 4 pitch outs as often as possible.
Generate early contact, but weak contact. 1-2, swinging a foul back. Well, 2 things in play here. 1, pitches per plate appearance. How many pitches does the hitter see? Second most in baseball, Skeens.
That says a lot.
And a lot of it is, he has the 8th most foul balls.
Yes.
Percentage-wise.
And we visibly see that every Paul Skeens start. I mean, you can just count how many foul balls.
The pitch, swinging the ball line just past first and into right, a base hit. Around second, Bohm will head to third. And that base hit by Stott puts men at the corners for Philadelphia with nobody out.
Yeah, that line drive just out of the reach of a diving Ryan O'Hearn. Obviously, anytime that ball gets past your first baseman with a man on, when he's holding, it's going first to third. Nice job by Valdez getting over and cutting the ball off and getting a throw in. At least you have the double play still in order.
And you got Real Muto, a 35-year-old catcher, who still runs decently considering his age and position.
Yeah, but striking out a lot this series as well, so this is a big time for a strikeout. Paul Skeens wants to have a meeting with Henry Davis, waved him out to the mound.
I went back to the rosin bag for a moment. Some drying agent on those hands on this very hot evening. And Country Weekend is coming your way when the Pirates are back at PNC Park. How about Saturday, July 11th with Milwaukee in town? It's a 4:05 game. And the first 20,000 will take home a Pirates cowboy hat presented by Sugardale. Needed on a hot day like this. Go to pirates.com/Country Weekend.
Yeah, the problem is if you don't eat that ice cream quick now, it's going to turn into a milkshake.
I ate it quick.
You did.
Thanks to Frank. Always treating us right here in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, because it's the city of brotherly love.
Mm-hmm. So now Real Muto. Pirates would trade 2 outs for the run. Here's the strike from Skeens. Play the middle infield back. O'Hearn holding on the runner. Gonzalez playing a few steps behind the bag at third. Real Muto starts with an open stance, right-handed batter. 204 hitter. A little bit up that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was a high sweeper. Skeens has a lot of things that can induce that ground ball.
Yeah, right now I want him to induce that strikeout.
Otherwise, you trade that run in. Bohm at third.
Zach Wheeler on the mound. I don't want any runs if you can help it.
Front door sweeper missed inside. 2-1. The first base runner, Stott, started towards second base on the return throw from Davis. Back when Grandal was catching Skeens, that would happen a couple of times. Runners would take off on Grandal's return throws. The pitch. And a backhanded stop by Davis. 3 balls and a strike. The second inning is what did Skeens in that last start. It steamrolled on him. Opponents are hitting .345 against Skeens with runners in scoring position this year. 1 point from being the highest in baseball. Here's the 3-1. Swinging the ball laced foul. Well foul. Up the left side. Now 3-2 on Real Muto.
Now that tells you a lot right there. There is a a sinker from Paul Skeens. Nice hard sinker. Realmuto is way out in front. He's looking dead red fastball. See if they can use that against him.
Skeens goes back to the rosin bag again. On a day like today, where you need to use that rosin bag, remember you only get 2 disengagements per batter a pitcher does, so you have to be mindful of that. Full count. Stott not going. The pitch is swinging a foul back. Nobody out. He'll be anchored down there. He's stolen 16.
That's 98 miles per hour on the inside corner. JT Realmuto ended up having a nice swing at it. The issue is that you have to go with something. That sweeper just haven't had a feel for the sweeper yet.
Full count. And the pitch. Swing and a foul again.
That time 98 at the top of the zone in.
When you talk about being pitch efficient, Skeens at 32 pitches. He's gotten 3 outs so far today. Nobody out in second, but he can get 2 on a ground ball. With first and third, nobody out. And the pitch. Swing and a tap foul.
Now that time went with the sweeper. And it is funny because the one strikeout pitch you used to see Paul Skeens go to was that split. That splinter so often was a strikeout pitch he would go to. And he just went away from it for a while now. You haven't seen it a lot. But this seems like it would be more the ideal time to use it.
Full count still on Realmuto's fouled off the last 4. Make it 5. Fouls off another. This should be at least a 10 pitch at bat now.
This is one heck of an at bat by JT Realmuto.
Yeah, the other guy that really throws that splinter is Joan Duran, the closer of the Phillies. He's been very successful this year.
And we have not seen him this series.
Let's keep it that way.
Please.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. He finally struck him out.
Got him with the changeup. Nice change of pace. Paul Skeens, that right-on-right changeup can be a weapon, too. Gets a lot of action moving into the right-hand hitter. The bottom drops out, and that's exactly what happened. Gave very much the same appearance of that split.
So a 10-pitch strikeout. Second strikeout for Skeens. Now you don't mind the double play ball, right? Here's Rincones. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Lunging for a high and away fastball. Strike 1.
As you say, what a teammate. JT Realmuto put up a really good at bat on a hot day like this to wear down Paul Skeens.
Here's an 0-1. Rincones, the rookie, takes just a little bit low, and Davis wants to challenge this.
Thank you. Nice challenge.
Catcher's challenge to call ball.
Our first ABS challenge.
Not a bad place for it, either you win or lose.
Calls confirmed. Pittsburgh has 1 challenge remaining.
Pirates' first challenge is unsuccessful tonight.
Yeah, and I like the challenge right there specifically because of the bat before with JT Realmuto. That's a lot of pitches. If nothing else, you give your pitcher a little bit of time.
So 1-1 on Rincones. The pitch. Swing and high. Pop-up. Foul ground. Back behind the plate. Davis will give it a look, but it's in the seats. Rincones, just his 13th Major League game. Hitting in 132. Probably been thinking about it all day. What am I going to do when I face Paul Skeens? Scoreless game in the second. Phillies with first and third, 1 out. Skeens comes home, way up high, 2-2. Bohm was hit by a pitch. He's at third. Stott singled. He's at first. Now with 1 out. 2-2 on the number 8 hitter. And Rincones calls time. Hit 18 home runs and stole 21 bases at AAA last year. Skeens give a look over at Stott at first. No one has stolen a base off Skeens this year. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. pitch number 40 from Skeens. He has not pitched past the 6th inning since he and the team won with him on the mound. That was on May 12th, and it's outside 3-2.
Yeah, Henry wanted to challenge that one, and that one he would have won. Unfortunately,
now you become tentative once you burn one. Yeah,
absolutely. This is the time, though. No reason to waste him.
3-2 on Rincones, and the pitch. Ball 4, bases loaded. Walked the 132 hitting Rincones. That one wasn't close. And Justin Crawford, who drove in a pair of runs in this same situation in the same inning last night, he's coming up.
Yes, he is. And 5 for 7 on this homestand for himself. He said those 3 RBIs last night, swinging a good bat, and he's been a really pesky hitter. Slice off some tough pitches at left side, and he can run, so not a double play candidate.
Way outside, ball 1.
You can see the lack of command for Paul Skeens now. Just feel like he's getting a little more rotational arm just being left out. Trying to see if they can get him dialed in.
256 for Crawford with a couple of home runs. Bases loaded. 1 out. Chopper to third. Right at the bag, Gonzalez will come home and hit the runner. He's safe. No one gets the ball. Another run will come in. And it's second and third for the Phillies. They lead 2-0.
Yeah, good thought by Nick Gonzalez going home, but bad thought not having a sense of urgency. When you create, anytime a little chopper goes towards the line, you have to come get that ball. And that's the throw you need to make on the run and get it to home plate as quick as possible, because you lose that window. That runner getting closer to home plate, you don't have a window to throw to. And that window turned into a peephole really fast, and Nick Gonzalez, the ball hits the back of the runner, just trickles on all the way to the Phillies dugout, 2-run score.
It'll be a straight error for Gonzalez. Fielder's choice for Crawford. He ends up at second, and the pitch strike to Trey Turner. Pirates will bring the infield up. Here's the pitch. Swinging a deep drive way back and left. Trey Turner has homered for the 3rd straight game. It's 5-0 Philadelphia in the 2nd inning against Paul Skeens.
Yeah, nothing much you can say. That was a no-doubter right off the bat. Trey Turner is now heating up. Got off to a slow start this year, but I'll tell you what, it's a reason why he was moved up into that leadoff spot today, and he's paid it with dividends for that 3-run homer.
When it rains, it pours. Well, unfathomable. The Pirates are 6-11 when Skeens starts. They've lost 8 straight games he's been on the mound. Schwarber fouls it back, strike 1. Some of those games he's had really good outings. They just didn't score for him. And some of them have been like today, where maybe the defense lets him down and then the inning gets big, and then that's that. It's 5-0. 2nd inning. Pirates came back to win with this score in game 1 of the series. Pop up into short left. Gonzalez ranges back to make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So Turner homering for a 3rd straight game. That was a sweeper on the inner edge. Try to front door it.
This inning all started with just a lack of command. Obviously hitting Alec Baum to put him on, and that's a free pass, and I share so often at this ballpark, free passes do not work well. And that is a big reason why they end up turning around and scoring.
Here's Harper's swing and a foul tip. It's only the 2nd time in Skeens' career he's allowed a 3-run homer. It's only the 2nd home run he's allowed with anybody on base all season. Last year he allowed a 3-run homer, and none his rookie year. I mean, that's incredible. You think about so seldom does that opponent get that big homer like that. Inside now, 1-1 on Bryce Harper. pitch. Swinging a bouncer up first and foul. And again, it's a laborious inning for Skeens. 33 pitches on a 97-degree day. 8th batter of the inning. Five runs on 2 hits for the Phillies. And Harper strikes out swinging. Again, 5 runs, 2 hits, a very costly error, and a 3-run home run by Trey Turner. Through 2 from Philly.
Kevin Gausman was outstanding against the A's last night. Dylan Cease will try to do the same.
Cease was brought on board to not just help lead this rotation this season, but also into the Blue Jays' future.
Just swing and a miss to retire the side. Cease gets Soderstrom. And he blows him away with a fastball for strikeout number 6. He's been striking out guys. There's no question about it.
Blue Jays pitching's got some filthy stuff.
And he rings up another one. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts and 9 in the game for Cease.
That slider is virtually unhittable this afternoon for these Athletics hitters.
3-2, and he got him with a high fastball for strikeout number 12.
This is a different fastball that we are seeing from Dylan Cease this afternoon. It has been electric all day.
There goes Mosby. Picked a good pitch to go on. Terrible throw. Mosby doesn't know where the throw is. He's going back to first base. Is he going to steal first? He steals Look first. at him. Now he's going to steal second again. I've never seen it before.
Where's Evan Costello when you need him?
Available on qualifying orders.
Well, the Pirates certainly have their work cut out for them. They trail 5-0 through 2 innings in Philadelphia. Last time the Pirates overcame a 5-run deficit in Philadelphia was Monday. They won that game 11-7. It's going to have to be one of those kind of nights. Zach Wheeler delivers a strike. Wheeler coming in 8-1. 2.03 ERA. After his 2 scoreless innings, Wheeler's ERA is $1.98. Skeens's is 3.41. 4 of those 5 runs are earned. Just swinging a foul back. Now 2 strikes on Henry Davis. A walk, a hit batter, an error, and then Trey Turner homering for the 3rd straight game. 3rd time in his career he's homered in 3 straight. To the backstop now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Davis will call timeout. Davis at 147 with 6 home runs. Then Griffin and Lau. Wheeler ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. The right-hander offers. This ball cracked into deep left field. Marsh back, warning track. And it's over the wall. Home run. Just got out of here. Henry Davis homers. And that gets the Pirates on the board. It's 5-1.
Well, that's one way to do it. The Pirates fell behind early in the first game of this series, and that's exactly what they did. They just started chipping away a little bit at a time, and that's the best thing you can do. One swing, change the scoreboard. Henry Davis puts the Pirates on.
Picking up his pitcher and saying, hey, we're not done. And now 5-1 on Davis's 7th home run. A sheet shot by Henry Davis. Now Griffin takes down low for ball 1.
He does bleed. He does bleed.
And so Davis connecting on a fastball at 95 near the top of the zone. to Griffin in there for a strike. Slow breaking ball, 1-1. Griffin hit one back to the mound his first time. Davis has hit all 7 of his home runs since May, so in literally 2 months, and it's up high 2-1 because on May 1st he hit 2 home runs, I remember. So in a 2-month span, he's hit 7 home runs. I mean, starting to convert some of that power that we saw early in his career. 2-1 pitch, swinging a cracked bat, low ground ball on to short. Turner can't field it cleanly, and Griffin will be safe.
Yeah, if you're going to break your bat, that's how you want it to break. Connor Griffin now has been a couple times Wheeler's gotten in there and broken his bat, but that one he'll take. Just a little blooper right over the pitcher's mound. That one's going to go as a hit.
It will. And Brandon Lau will come up with the man on. And, you know, this Pirates offense, only the Dodgers and Nationals score more. And Wheeler, I don't think he feels awfully comfortable even with a 5-run lead. Now down to 4 after Davis's homer. There's a strike.
Yeah, when you have Brandon Lau with 20 home runs thus far before the All-Star break, it makes him concentrate even a little bit more.
Pirates came from behind down 5 on Monday to come back and win. Here's an 0-1. Swinging a foul back and now 2 strikes. So Davis with the homer and then Griffin with an infield hit.
You know, Joe, I still like the aggression this early in the game. You have a Connor Griffin, obviously a base stealer, being down. Take your shots. I mean, obviously, Wheeler's going to, at some point, he's going to drop that slow curveball in here to Brandon Lau. Maybe that's the time when Connor Griffin may take a stolen base attempt. But just continue to keep applying pressure, even down 4 runs now.
2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip, struck him out. And we'll pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Five to 1 Phillies here in the 3rd inning. Our 3rd inning brought to you by the Ironworkers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. Here's Reynolds. Wheeler struck him out back in the 1st. The pitch, half swing strike. Starting off with the split finger. Opponents have stolen 1 base off Wheeler. It's football season. It's July, right? Half swing. I got my fantasy football magazine today. 2 strikes. No, but 1 out of 4 against Wheeler trying to steal, and he's picked off 2. So, yeah, I mean, combination of he and Real Muto are tough, though.
Yeah, I like that. I just like I said, I think where Wheeler is going to be more focused on working some of the middle of this lineup, and with a 4-run lead, maybe not paying as much attention. I think it's a great opportunity to get a guy in scoring position.
Griffin has been very good stealing bases, 15 already. Yeah, the 0-2 to Reynolds, down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's after missing all that time, too, on the injury list, Griffin with 15 steals. So you're running the mill base stealer? Nah. But your top guys, maybe go for it.
Absolutely.
I got you. Pirates out hitting the Phillies. Here's the pitch. Up high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pirates trail 5-1. After the Davis home run, they are on the board against Wheeler. Two and 2 on Brian Reynolds. Here's the pitch. There goes Griffin. Pitches a ball up high, throw down. Wrong side of the bag. Otherwise, they had him. It's a stolen base for Connor Griffin, his 16th.
Yeah, nice job, aggressive. First base coach Tarek Brock gets after those base stealers. He sees a lot of things, and that's where you have to take advantage of getting runners out there against a tough pitcher. It's not going to be too many home runs he's going to give up, obviously. That was a high fastball. It was almost like a pitch out with Riamuto. Just the speed of Connor Griffin, that closing speed into that bag is so nice.
Now a full count on Reynolds with 1 out and the pitch. Swinging the ball lined into left field, base hit. Griffin got a good jump. He'll tag 3rd. Throw comes in to 2nd. or throw it to the mound, really. And it's an RBI single for Brian Reynolds. Pirates make it 5-2.
Chip away. Nice job being aggressive. And you love to see that be rewarded, because that can be your MO as a ball club. Continue to find ways to touch home plate. Nice stolen base, being aggressive down 4 runs, and then Brian Reynolds able to pick up an RBI on a pitch I thought over the plate, taking it the other way.
Good foresight, KY. They did what you said. And they cashed it in. Reynolds now 7 for his last 11 with runners in scoring position. Valdez takes inside ball 1, the 22-year-old rookie in the cleanup spot today. Batting with Reynolds at first, 2 runs in. Wheeler hasn't allowed more than 2 runs since May in any of his starts. There's a high strike on a sweeper. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Valdez power to all fields. Popped out his only time. Right-handed batter. Right side hole open. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. That stirred a bird that was perched on the wire. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup all night for Merlin, just because Wheeler's ability to get that 2-seamer inside, and it gives you something to think about. You're a young hitter at 22 years old. When you're thinking about, you got jammed your last time, broke your bat, you have a pitcher that's pitching you in, wants to start you early.
Here's a 1-2. Left it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I tell you what, if he can have a good at-bat against one of the best pitchers in the National League, it'll give him a wave of confidence.
Here's the set and the pitch. Swinging the ball roped, but foul up the left side.
Oh. Nice catch by a Phillies fan, barehanded. I don't think he had a choice, though. It's either going to catch it or he's going to lose his teeth. One or the other.
You don't want to let it catch you.
I think a lot of times they forget how hard that ball's hit. It gets up on them, and they're like, uh-oh.
Still 2-2 on Valdez. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, we complimented him all the time about his eye, his ability to draw walks and just have an idea of the zone. And regardless of what happens, this at-bat. This has been a nice at-bat for the youngster.
Reynolds at first with 1 out. 2 in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Just never got there. Fastball.
Yeah, that was a really, really good bat. He should have a good takeaway about that one. That fastball at 96, right at the top of the zone, is able to sneak by on the 4-seamer. But that's just a nice at-bat of getting back involved after falling behind early.
Now 2 outs for O'Hearn. Pirates have scored twice off Wheeler here in the 3rd. An answer and a sweeper in for a strike. Phillies with 5 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 2-run error and then a 3-run home run by Trey Turner. A 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like a split down and away.
Yeah, that was a splitter that did something different.
Yeah.
I think everybody on the field was like, wait, where did that go? That split finger ran away from the left-hand hitting Ryan O'Hearn. Normally those splits, they go straight down, but that one went down and away. Very unique action on that one.
Reynolds at first with 2 gone, and the 0-2. Trying to backdoor him with a sweeper, missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes on O'Hearn. He's driven in 10 over his last 6 starts. Phillies 5, Pirates 2, top of the 3rd. Wheeler on a 1-2. High and away with a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's up to 60 pitches now. This has been a 28-pitch inning for him.
And again, it is hot, so this humidity will play a part in this game at some point.
Comes to the set, 2-2. Trying to backdoor him and miss. 3-2.
See a few 3-ball counts for Wheeler this inning. Now Brian Reynolds gets to get on his horse at 3-2 with 2 outs. Ball hitting the gap. Ryan Reynolds have a really good opportunity to score.
Full count to O'Hearn. They set up away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But the Pirates get two. Davis with the home run. Reynolds with the RBI hit. And we're through 2.5 from Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 5 and the Pirates 2 along the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City at IC Light.
Pitch. Gonzalez lines it under the glove of Bobby Witt Jr. and the White Sox will walk it off. 7th walk-off of the season.
Foster Griffin, 7 shutout innings, an unearned run and 3 hits allowed. He struck out 9 for the 3rd time this year, matching a season high.
A 3-run go-ahead homer!
Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable.
Long gone off of the bat of Kyle Tucker. A majestic blast for Dalton Rushing. 3 straight games with a bomb for Betts. 9 in the 6th, 10 for the night.
That is insane. 3 home runs for Hunter Goodman. He is all smiles, and the Rockies take a commanding lead.
I can't imagine transitioning from loving baseball cards to then knowing it's inevitably coming that you're going to be on baseball cards. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I think the first card I saw was when they did something for USA Baseball, and then now seeing my face, seeing me playing baseball on a card, it was surreal. It wasn't that it was that moment where like, wow, this is really something.
Well, the Pirates get a couple of runs and make it a 5-2 Phillies lead, and they also give Paul Skeens a good long time to rest.
Yeah, well deserved. Obviously, need those Pirates to chip away, and obviously that was a big part. Now Paul Skeens has to do that part by putting up a shutdown inning. Falls behind early 1-0 right now to Brandon Marsh, and that's what's going to have to be the case. As we said before, you want him to be able to go those 6 innings now for sure, as that pitch count continues to rise. It's going to be a struggle.
1-0 is belted out to deep right field, and Marsh has hit one out of here. Another home run off Skeens. Wow. Out in front of the sweeper and hit it right down the right field line. Home run number 15 for Marsh. 6-2 Phillies in a wild one.
And that's a tough one. Immediately giving up the run. Nothing more than Paul Skeens would have liked to do. Come back with a nice clean inning. Brandon Marsh would have nothing to do with that.
Well, once in a while he's given up an early home run, but seldom after the 2nd inning does he give up a homer, as he did last inning. Kind of looking at that today. Inside ball 1. Almost hit Bohm for a 2nd time.
Yeah, I don't mind Paul Skeens being the villain right now. I mean, it's okay. These fans want to get it fired up a little bit. Maybe that'll get Paul locked in too.
6-2 Philadelphia. Here's a 1-0 to Bohm. Swing and a foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Last time Skeens allowed a home run after the 2nd inning was to Bryce Harper on May the 17th back at PNC Park. Two homers for the Phillies today, but only 3 hits. Pirates have more hits than them as it's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I was just looking at something earlier today, and I saw that, I mean, obviously it was before the LA game last night, but the Pirates led all of baseball in hits.
Oh, is that right?
It was, and then the Dodgers actually took the lead last night after their game.
Liner caught it first. O'Hearn was playing him in a good spot. 1 out.
I bring that up just to say what a difference a year it makes.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, it's just amazing how much the offense has just turned around in a quick year.
Worst to first.
Literally.
I mean, Now the confounding part is, you return a lot of the same pitchers who were outstanding last year, and some have mirrored what they did last year in some fashion or form, and some have not. Pop up, foul territory, third base side, and Gonzalez in the coach's box makes the catch. So 2 quick outs following the home run for Skeens. Marsh hits it deep, but then Bohm lines out, and Stott fouls out. Here's Real Muto, who struck out in a 10-pitch at bat last inning. Well, the last time that the Pirates won when Skeens started, he pitched more than 6 innings, and kind of looking at that as maybe being part of the reason. Of course, the bullpen has had its struggles. And the defense sometimes has let down Skeens. Pirates have not had 3 straight errorless games since the last time Skeens won a game. And there's a strike. So it's been a long time where the Pirates defense has not been playing well, whether it's Skeens or anybody else, too.
Yeah, and the defense was a question mark, obviously, just because you had some guys moving around in different positions. If you lost that, you mentioned before, the consistency.
One is swung on, popped up, foul territory, first base side. And O'Hearn might have a play on it. A nice play. Makes the catch along the Phillies bench. And the inning ends. So Skeens rebounds after the Marsh homer to get the next 3 quickly. We're through 3 from Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 6 and the Pirates 2 on the Pirates.
Ketel Marte, for the first time in his career, has homered in 4 consecutive ball games. He's homered in 4 straight, 5 of his last 6. That's 17.
1 earned run, 2 runs on 1 hit, no walks, and 9 strikeouts for Turk School. Just nice to see him get back to being dominating Turk School, because this is the guy we're going to see a lot of the rest of the year.
7 scoreless innings for Christopher Sanchez tonight, lowers his ERA to exactly 2.00.
It's a long home run for Junior Caminero. He's homered now in 5 consecutive games.
He has 8 home runs in his last 7 games. Those are video game numbers.
What a start for Cade Cavalli. Ends his night with an even 100 pitches, strikes out a career-high 13, and gets some love from his teammates and coaches.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And it is a 6-2 Phillies lead. Country weekend coming up at PNC Park Sunday, July 12th. The Brewers in town for a 12:15 game, and fans stay after the game for a full-length concert featuring multi-platinum award-winning artist Jordan Davis. Get your tickets at pirates.com/Jordan Davis. When you come to the ballpark, you might see something you've never seen before, and we've seen that tonight. Paul Skeens had never allowed 6 runs in a start his whole career. This is start number 73. First time he's allowed as many as 6. And the pitch. And Nick Gonzalez shows bunt, takes back, and it's a strike. Gonzalez, a base hit, his only time, he hit it to right. Swinging a foul back, and now he's down 2 strikes against Wheeler. Wheeler struck out 6. Henry Davis, a home run. Brian Reynolds with a run-scoring hit. Here's an 0-2. Gonzalez takes it and it gets past Real Muto. Nobody on. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gonzalez has done a good job at hitting the heat this year, 97 plus. He's hitting at 367. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball foul up first base side. And that's about the threshold where Wheeler will throw it. 96, 97. At age 36. Here's his 1-2 now. Swinging a bouncer. A couple of hops on to short. Turner comes to get it. Little hesitation, and Gonzalez is safe.
Yeah, another infield hit for Nick Gonzalez. Slow developing play. That ball bounced right on the cut of the grass in front of Trey Turner. And just that little indecision right there caused a little bit of hesitation getting that ball out the glove. It literally landed right on the cut of the grass. It's always the toughest one for infielders, where they just bounce. You don't know if it's going to hit the dirt or the grass. It just hits right up that lip.
And so leadoff man on for the Pirates. They'll take it down 4 here in the 4th. Jake Mangum. Bowman at third. Way in tight. Ball 1 from Wheeler. On a night where Wheeler has been good, but he hasn't been exactly sharp, I wouldn't say.
Yeah, the command hasn't necessarily been there. He's been able to get the punch outs when he needed, but even though Paul Skeens gave up that home run at the bottom part of the inning, it was a relatively quick inning too, so yeah, Wheeler's right back out there again. Yeah,
just 9-pitch inning for Skeens. Down low 2-0. And I think that matters tonight. I mean, it's mid-90s temperature, hot, humid. If you don't get enough rest, you don't get electrolytes in you.
Or in New Jersey. Sometimes you got to get that
No, we're in Philadelphia. That's New Jersey.
You're right. Across the bridge earlier.
There's the 2-0. Swinging a liner the other way. A base hit for Mangum. These Pirates can hit, can't they? Wow. And a 2 on with nobody out. First hit tonight for Mangum.
Wow, that was nice. And obviously, if that ball was a line drive and Trey Turner leaped up at it, kind of froze Nick Gonzalez. But if not for that, Nick Gonzalez would have been able to go first to third, and that would have been a big boost as well.
If I took a straw poll right now in the Phillies dugout, hey, do you feel comfortable? Do you feel safe? 4th innings, 6-2 game? No, not against this offense.
They would know, because they actually felt that first game of this series. So these Pirates continue to fight.
Tyler Callahan. He's got some pop in there. This is when it seems like he gets those hits up high, ball 1. I said that to him yesterday. I said, you save all your big hits for
big opportunity
when they really need it. He goes, no, I'm trying all the other times, I promise you. I go, I know, but I mean, with runners in scoring position, he's slugging .875. Slugging.
So nice.
A lot of home runs, doubles, and a strike at the knees. A little bit of a delayed call there by Corey Blazer, 1-1.
That was definitely a delayed call. He got it right, though. Looking at the monitor, it barely clipped that outside corner. Would have made a big difference having a 2-0 count, though.
Well, now 1-1 with 2 on and nobody out. Pirates down 4. Swinging a foul right off the end of the bat. That split finger pitch from Wheeler. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Tyler Callahan, not a rookie because of all the time that he spent on the roster, most of it on the 60-day with Cincinnati last year. Here's a 1-2, and it skips up there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Where he lacks in major league experience, boy, as you were saying earlier, just the baseball acumen there, the IQ high in this guy.
It really is, and I mean, it is something that you just can't take for granted ever, because that just means you can find ways to win with not having a bat in your hand.
Well, he does right now, and the 2-2 swung through and missed. Wheeler with his 7th strikeout. The fact that he can come back at 96 or 7, I mean, he's as good as he's ever been.
Well, I mean, it is true, and it's a reason why that record sits the way it does. I mean, he's just dominated this first half of the season.
Henry Davis struck a home run last inning off Wheeler. Pulled it to left. Got 2 men on here with 1 out. And the pitch. Bunting up third, and it'll go foul. I'll tell you what, that seems to me to be that selfless kind of team player for Davis right there.
You know, I think also, too, I mean, there's a reason why, guys, that those conversations, you have some coaches in that dugout that really stress, let the game dictate what needs to happen. You You know, a lot of times, I mean, you have guys like Tony Beasley has been around forever. You know, DK as a manager, they can tell you those opportunities present themselves. That ball's taken inside and out of 1-1, but it is those are the type of things that allow this team to be able to continue to score. They just don't rely on that 3-run homer. It's going to come from time to time, but it's not there, especially against a tough pitcher.
1-1 pitch, swinging a pop foul back and out of play. 1-2 on Henry Davis. Batting with Gonzalez at second, Mangum at first. 1 out, 6-2 Phillies, top of the fourth. Pitch, swinging a tapper foul up third base side. And for the Pittsburgh Brewing Company key account of the game, stop into Applebee's all season long. $4, 22-ounce IC Light Drafts. 1-2 on Henry Davis. Wheeler ready. His pitch. Henry rolls it foul.
I don't know what that ball hit, but it immediately got on the ground and only rolled 20 feet from home plate down the left or the third base line, and it just stopped. It was weird. It was like, I've never seen it hit his foot. It literally went down and just started rolling.
Very slowly.
Yes.
And Davis turned his bat over to test it, see if he cracked it. Here's the pitch. Swing in a... Did he hold on? Real Muto said he did, and it is a foul tip and a strikeout. 8th strikeout for Zach Wheeler here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, and a nice cutter down and away. He'll break out that pitch every once in a while. He's able to get Brian Reynolds with it as well. But it's tough when it's a right on right and he hadn't seen it yet.
2 on with 2 out now for Griffin. Base hit his last time. Half swing and a ball in. And a strike.
Wow.
Said he couldn't hold up his swing. Now, Wheeler this inning's gone to that inside sinker a lot, kind of mirroring what Sanchez did yesterday.
Yeah, and this has been his attack for a lot of these young hitters for the Pirates in the lineup. Valdez and also Connor Griffin from pitch 1. First at bats, he's been going hard with those 2-seamers in.
Here's an 0-1. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's why he does it, because now it just makes that sweeper that much more aggressive away. Get the young batter thinking about swinging at a 2-seamer in, and now that sweeper plays a lot better.
2 on and now 2 out, and the pitch. A little bit up, 1-2. And Wheeler put the first 2 men on this inning. Neither have moved because he struck out the next 2 hitters. Looking for those 2 out RBIs. Pirates down 6-2 in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. Don't know how many opportunities you're going to get against Wheeler, and this very good bullpen too, don't forget.
Yeah, especially that back end. You get to that 9th inning, it is it's a little nasty. Duran 21 of 22 enough save opportunities.
Runners lead with 2 outs. 1-2 to Griffin. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A one-handed offer at the sweeper. And Wheeler strikes out 3 in a row after putting the first 2 men on. He's fanned 9 through 4 innings. We'll go to the bottom half. It's 6-2 Philadelphia on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron.
Let's take a trip around baseball for a look at some of the funkiest moments from the field.
And now he slips and falls. The ball gets by him. No, it wasn't not me. No, not me.
And it hits him right in the tucks.
Pitches that took the bat right out of their hands.
Terang didn't see it.
Man, that's tough luck.
With that wand ready to wave some magic.
It goes way over Devers' head at first.
There's a big cockroach in the dugout, apparently.
for every time you fall, you can always get right back on the horse with a fine fielding play.
Melendez over, dives, makes the catch off his glove. There's no way.
How about that?
A sensational catch
by Ryan Waldschmidt. Torque meets railing, and Torque wins. It's gone! What a play!
Brian Reynolds robs Ohtani.
It's showtime.
And that might be the play of the year for the Baldoos.
How about that?
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Country Weekend is coming up Sunday, July 12th. It's 14 and younger. Take home a Pirates bandana while supplies last. Paul Skeens delivers. Swinging a foul back. Rincones down a strike. That's on Sunday, July 12th. Kids 14 and younger, get that Pirates bandana. Presented by IUOE 66. Brewers are in town. It's a 12:15 game on that Sunday, July 12th. Go to pirates.com/country weekend. Pitch. Down low, 1-1. 6-2 Phillies as we start the bottom of the fourth. Skeens begins the inning at 61 pitches. On the other side of things, Wheeler, 85 pitches through 4 innings. Pitch outside, missing behind on Rincones, 2-1. Wheeler tying his season high with 9 strikeouts. Pitch is swung on, grounded through the middle, base hit. Right through the wickets. I know croquet, but I don't know soccer. I feel so left out with World Cup coverage.
Yeah. It's been the talk of the town, especially here in Philadelphia. It'll be a busy weekend here.
So man on for Justin Crawford. He hit that ground ball to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez hit the runner Bohm, who was coming home. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive into right, and a diving catch by Valdez. That was a great play by the rookie right fielder.
That really was. Walking away limping a little bit. Might have twisted his ankle. Let's check and see if he's okay, but yeah, he's limping a little bit. I think it's just a twisted ankle. But what a great jump and a great route on that play.
Sometimes you see outfielders dive unnecessarily. No, he needed to right there. That ball was low and away from him, going toward the line.
Yeah, went down with 2 hands to make that diving play. You don't see that very often either.
Here's Trey Turner, who homered his last time up. Takes up high for ball 1. 6-2 Philadelphia. Turner hit a 3-run home run. Only the second player ever to hit a 3-run homer off Skeens. He's never allowed a grand slam. Here's a 1-0 from him. Inside 2-0. This is the first time Skeens has ever allowed 6 runs in a start. And Mason McPhee, our statistician with Sport Radar, tells us in the modern era, so modern means since 1901, before any of us were born. That's modern. 7th longest streak to begin a career without allowing 6 or more in any start. Hard ground ball through the left side base hit. Turner is 2 for 3. Rincones stops at second.
Yeah, Trey Turner is definitely heating up. And I tell you what, if that's the case, well, this Phillies team is going to be some type of electric.
Skeens is getting hit hard tonight. I don't know how else to put it. He had a little miscue behind him in the field, and Turner took advantage, and then the home run by Marsh, and then there's some hard hits here in this inning. There's a bouncer foul, strike 1. Schwarber 0 for 11 lifetime against Skeens.
Well, this might be the one thing that you want if you're Paul Skeens, have someone up like this. As you said, 3 hard contacts, all balls over 100 exit velo this inning versus Paul Skeens.
Here's an 0-1. Swinging a bouncer foul. Now 2 strikes. Schwarber out in front. 6-2 Philadelphia. Pirates still out hitting the Phillies. First and second with 1 out. Valdez making a very fine play in right field, preventing a third base runner this inning. Here's the pitch. Down and in, 1-2. Well, Skeens came into tonight with the lowest July ERA among anyone with 9 starts. He's just getting going in his career, but that won't be the case next time. This has been a tough one for him. Pickoff move at second, and Rincones is back on the throw into Lau, or Griffin, excuse me. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went up and in with a fastball at 95.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered. Having Kyle Schwarber up at the plate right then. How about the exit velos? These first 3 balls hit this inning, though. 111, 104, and 104.
You just don't see it against Skeens regularly, no.
You just don't see it. That's just finding the middle of the plate too often.
Here's Bryce Harper, who has walked and struck out. Pitch. And it misses inside ball 1. He's driven in a run in each of his last 6 games, batting with first and second at 2 outs. 6-2 Philadelphia here in the 4th. Skeens getting his 4th strikeout tonight. Every time a Pirates pitcher strikes out an opponent in July, Coppers donates $25 to Blood Cancer United. Ball down low. 2-0 on Harper. Skeens at 75 pitches now. 46 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. The 2-0. Harper hits it to left on a line, and it gets past Callahan's glove and goes to the wall. 1 run is in, and Turner will score. Harper drives in 2. It's 8-2 Philadelphia against Paul Skeens. Never thought I'd see it.
Yeah, a do-or-die play for Tyler Callahan. And unfortunately, not only did he not make the play, but did not keep the ball in front of him. And the tough part was he didn't dive either. It was one of those line drives right at him. He just went underneath his glove. He tried to make the play standing. And that will be one that Tyler Callahan will be extremely disappointed in himself. It'll go as a double, another couple RBIs, but what a tough play there for Paul Skeens, and very unfortunate for these Pirates.
Harper's now driven in at least 1 run in 7 straight games. Skeens' ERA at the moment is 3.63, which for the mortal wouldn't be half bad. But we know that it's been half that in the other 2 years of his career, and I think the expectations are outstanding. But the expectations that Skeens has for himself are very high, too. And tonight, he'd tell you that he hasn't met them. The first true clunker of his career. I mean, he's had some so-so starts, not so good starts, some unbelievably good starts. This is his only clunker. He's never allowed more than 5 runs in any of his starts. He'd seldom pitched less than 5 innings. And right now, no one warming in the Pirates bullpen. It's 8-2 here in the 4th inning. Up high, 1-1 on Marsh, who homered off from last inning. I mean, at some point, I would think that they would get some activity here.
Yeah, it was only coming up on 80 pitches. Right now, it's sitting at 78 pitches.
Not effective tonight.
Yeah,
swing and a foul, 1-2.
But again, this is a 4-game series, and it's the first of 2 stops, and so your pen does matter. Paul Skeens is sitting on 80 pitches. I mean, extend him out and save your pen for the rest of this road trip. You have a day game tomorrow.
1-2 on Marsh. 12:35 tomorrow. Jared Jones will start.
You're definitely going to need someone in the bullpen for Jared Jones to start. That pitch way inside. And you can just see Paul Skeens was just so ineffective.
The only time I remember him this wild, this often, was his first ever start in the major leagues. And he was nervous, you know, and that's about the only other time I feel like he just wasn't all that competitive. And the other 71 starts, there are a few better competitors on earth. He gets a strikeout on Marsh. A couple of runs across for the Phillies. They lead 8-2 through 4 right here on the Pirates Radio.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, you know, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Gorman popped up the first pitch he saw in the 6th inning, so his second trip to the plate. Full count.
Swing and a drive. That's a mammoth shot for Gorman. A long home run over the bullpen.
Ted Williams always said, get a good pitch to hit. When you do, don't miss it. Nolan didn't.
94-mile-an-hour fastball by Englert and a deep drive. 443-foot shot by Nolan.
Business running strong. That's Napa know-how.
8-2 Phillies will pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Go to the 5th inning. It's brought to you by the IBEW Local Union number 5. Phillies have scored 8 times off Paul Skeens through the first 4 innings. Zach Wheeler offers. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Brandon Lau. Wheeler has struck out 9 Pirates through 4 innings. That's tied a season high. Big time strikeout pitcher through the years. His career high is 14. Just now, somebody starting to toss to the bullpen. Swinging a pop foul. 2 strikes on Brandon Lau. Now the Pirates partnering with PNC, supporting local small businesses, and in July, Fat Butcher is featured. Fat Butcher is located in Upper Lawrenceville. They are a whole animal butcher shop, sourcing all their products from local farms. Learn more about the initiative between the Pirates and PNC at pirates.com/smallbusiness. 8-2 Phillies. 0-2 to Lau. Outside 1-2. Might he be the Pirates representative in the All-Star game? Leading all National League second baseman in home runs and RBIs. Here's the pitch. Down low and away, 2-2.
Yeah, he's got 57 RBIs.
Tied for 5th in the National League.
That's got to be the top 5. And it is.
You know your RBI rankings.
Oh, yes.
You know something about the batting in a run?
It's kind of special.
2-2 is bounced over the mound. The shortstop, Turner, back of the bag of second, throws on to first for the out, one away. So the whole point of the game is to score more runs than the opponent.
Yes, indeed.
If you can bring them in, that's good. So 1 out, and now Reynolds, RBI hit his last time. Davis is also homered tonight to account for the Pirates' runs. First pitch, and that's outside for ball 1. He'll allow it 57 RBIs. Last time a Pirates second baseman had 60 RBIs in a season. 60. And he's almost there now. Was Neil Walker. Back in 2015. Here's a 1-0 to Reynolds. Outside, 2 balls and nothing. Wheeler at 93 pitches here with 1 out in the 5th. Pirates have made it work. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a foul. Now 2-1.
Yeah, he's almost assured himself this will be his last inning. I just want to be able to qualify for a potential win opportunity.
He's 8-1. Phillies are 10-2 when he starts.
Yeah. Well, you have about 2 more starts before the All-Star break.
There's a strike. 2-2. Sounds right.
Yeah.
All-Star game will be here in Philadelphia. Will Reynolds get another opportunity? He's been in 2 All-Star games. Came into today 3rd among National League outfielders in runs batted in, 6th in OPS. Can make the case for him. 2-2 coming. And skips up there 3-2. Rosters will be named on the 4th of July. Perfect. Baseball, 4th of July. All-Stars. Our country's bicentennial. 3-2 is line foul. Went over to Independence Hall today. There was 1 million people waiting in line, so I went to every other building. Historic building in Philadelphia and walked around, and it was great. There's nobody in any of the other buildings. And I read some of the placards and learned a lot. It was nice.
I like that. I went and played golf in Jersey.
3-2 swung and missed. It's the 10th strikeout for Wheeler. I didn't mean to laugh at. I wasn't laughing at Reynolds. I was laughing at you. 2 outs. Don't make me laugh when someone swings and misses.
My apologies.
Sounds bad. All right, let's button it up, KY.
Yes.
All right, here we are. Here's Valdez. 8-2 Phillies in the 5th. The pitch. Inside, missing ball 1.
Oh, I love that. 2 things about that pitch right there. It's been getting Valdez early in that 2-seamer in. Valdez took that pitch and shook his head right afterwards. It's like, no, I am not swinging at the 2-seamer in.
Quick adjustments. 1-0 is flared into right. That's down for a base hit for Valdez.
I tell you what, he just continues to impress me. He really does. Make some in-game adjustments as a young 22-year-old facing a potential Cy Young Award winner. I mean, all the things that you're talking about is just nice to see. He's made some nice plays defensively this series as well. So he's definitely putting in his mark.
I mean, that is an all-around player, if you ask me. I've loved watching him. I'm glad the Pirates called him up. Glad the Pirates signed him out of the Dominican Republic back in 21. First position player to come in from this decade. Here's a swing and a ball ramping off of Wheeler's foot, perhaps, or the mound, and into center for a base hit. So another hard hit ball, this time from O'Hearn. And the Pirates are getting 2 men on with 2 out now.
Yes, we mentioned so important to have base runners out there. Just traffic, because you're literally 1 swing away from a crooked number. We keep mentioning that for a reason. Now that's going to get a trip to the mound and see, just to kind of break down some time and allow Zach Wheeler to record this final out so he can be an opportunity for the win.
And the lefty Backus is getting up. 101 pitches for Wheeler. Trying to nurse him through this 5th inning. An 8-2 Phillies lead, but Gonzalez is 2 for 2 against him tonight. And coming up on Friday, the Mega Millions jackpot with an estimated annuity of $542 million. $542 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. Got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
I would guarantee I would come back the next day and work with you.
And you're buying dinner.
I would.
You would.
I'd buy dinner for the whole road trip. For everybody.
You're so nice. You might just do that anyway. That's the kind of guy that you are.
It's a farewell party. No.
Sure enough.
Just tease.
542. Anything over 500, then you, okay. All right, here's Gonzalez. And try to front door him with a sweeper. Missed down low for ball one. Gonzalez already with his 30th multi-hit game. And he's got a little pop in that bat, too. He's hit 3 home runs. Pitch inside, 2-0.
Yeah, nice take. That two-seamer, trying to run that in on the hands once again of the right-handed hitters. Pirates have made some good adjustments. Obviously, those strikeouts, they take a toll on you, but now Nick Gonzalez is looking to find some outfield grass.
Here's the set at a 2-0, swinging a ball flared back of second and down, base hit. And Valdez races home. RBI single, Nick Gonzalez, and the Pirates are within 8-3. 3 straight 2-out hits.
Just keeps getting hits, Nick Gonzalez, and with runners in scoring position, continues to grow that number. And man, this is going to be a tough one.
And so Don Mattingly has to come out and pull his starting pitcher. Didn't want to have to do it.
Oh boy!
But Wheeler ineligible for the win now, as he's far past 100 pitches, and the Pirates haven't gone away. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Ring Central, voice of your business. Pirates with 9 hits off Wheeler tonight, but they trail 8-3. 2 on, 2 out, 5th inning. We're back after this here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Now the run, dives, makes a catch. Beautiful play.
Play for Paredes. Can he get there? Made the basket catch over his shoulder. How did he find it?
Puts down the ball. Newcomb, he's coming home. The clock flipping time. What a play by Sean Newcomb. He's on the move, and Moreno runs it down. A rolling grab by Gabriel. Moreno, and he hangs on. Back on the track. Marcy calling for it, and Marcy tumbles to make the catch.
It is Lyle, and he makes a diving catch. Dale and Lyle continuing to impress out in left field this year.
Fielded across the bag by Arias. Throw across the body to get Rodriguez.
Picked to the backhand by Bogarts. He'll get up and throw him out. Nice play by Bogey.
Coming in, slides, and he makes the catch.
And Thomas makes the diving catch for the out. Nice play by Colby in left field.
Diving stop, throw to first. Oh, they got him. What a play. The X-Man.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
ERA. Only have 12 innings pitched, but in those 12 innings, 11 punch-outs. Now Jake Mangum will turn around to that right side and hit, as the switch hitter will. And first and second here with 2 outs. Let's see if he can find some more outfield grass.
A base hit here with 2 outs. O'Hearn can score. And a swing and a miss. Strike one. Backus has actually been a reverse splits guy. Lefty's hit 381 against him, so a switch hitter in this case. Of course, will bat righty against him. Here's an 0-1, and it hit him. Nothing he could do about it. That sweeper came in and hit him, and now the bases are loaded.
And Jared Triolo will come on to the on-deck circle to pinch hit for Tyler Callahan.
So Triolo, who has been an excellent pinch hitter, the times that he's been called to do so, he's 6-for-11 in his career pinch hitting. And here with the bases loaded and 2 outs, just get a base hit. Maybe get 2 more in. Gonzalez now moves into second base.
Yeah, started off Mangum with that sweeper to get ahead in the count. So see what he wants to go with here to start off Triolo.
Here's the pitch, and it hit him.
Oh, Oh, man.
Triolo couldn't get out of the way of that one.
That hit him right on the knee, though. Right on the outside part of that knee. They might want to take a trip just to give Triolo some time to get some blood flow.
He's trying to jog down to first and is doing so. So Backus has come on. How about a 36-year-old star pitcher being removed, and then the relief pitcher who comes on and hits the first two batters he faces. One of those runs right now charged to Wheeler. And he's still responsible for Gonzalez.
And I can tell you, I watched Wheeler walk off the field after handing manager Don Mattingly the ball, and he did not congratulate any of his teammates. He did not walk in it. He went straight down into the tunnel, back to the clubhouse, and obviously a little frustrated being removed 4 2/3 innings pitch and not qualifying, not for the win, but just being maybe frustrated with himself as well. But nonetheless, the Pirates are in a really good spot here. The bases loaded.
And Henry Davis has already homered tonight. Batting with the bases full. Don't look now. It's an 8-4 game, and the tying run is at the plate for the Pirates in the 5th inning.
Yeah, there's 3 sweepers that were thrown. 2 of them hit the batter. So let's see what he goes with here. If he goes with a fastball down the middle of the plate, I think Henry Davis gets his swing off.
No, he's going to get his swing on. Pitch. Take a strike. 88 on the sinker from Backus. Wouldn't this be the funniest thing if the Pirates win tonight? Skeens gives up 8 runs. You've never seen it. And the Pirates win.
That would be quite the sight.
Get them off the hook. Win anyway. And everything starts turning back in the right direction. 2 strikes. Lead runner Gonzalez at third, Mangum at second. Very good speed base hit, scores 2. Triolo at first. 2 strikes on Henry Davis. The pitch, swinging a foul back. Batted with 2 men on last time, but struck out. Homered to lead off the third. Pirates with 2 across, making it 8-4 Phillies. Bases loaded. The pitch. Strike 3 call, and Davis is caught looking.
Oh, man.
With the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 8-4 Phillies on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
They'll only be able to get one if they can get that. Here, John bobbles the ball and to the helmet. They're going to try to score again there. And Tommy, Tommy John should have stayed out of the way both times.
Tommy made 2 errors. 3 errors?
They can't give him 3 errors.
That is something. 3 errors on 1 play. Wow.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's an 8-4 Phillies lead. And both starters have now been derricked, as it's Paul Skeens done after 4 innings tonight. 6 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. And it'll be Cam Sanders just caught up today to come on in relief. Facing Alec Boehm. Sanders delivers inside for ball 1.
Yeah, Kim making his 7th appearance in a Pirate uniform this season. A 9 ERA, 6 innings pitched with 8 punch-outs.
Here's the pitch, and there's a strike, and it'll be challenged by Bohm.
Yeah, that was the same pitch Henry Davis punched out on. I was hoping Henry would challenge that pitch because it was off the plate in.
Ball's overturned. Philadelphia has 2 remaining.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. The Pirates only had 1 challenge left in the game, but bases loaded in that situation, that might have been your opportunity to use it.
No, unquestionably. I mean, even swing and a miss, 2-1. Now, I would think, and it would be very difficult to try to, in 1 second, parse emotion and objectivity as a hitter. In that, am I really challenging this? There's a swing and a miss. And boom, it's now 2-2. Am I challenging this because I want to still bat here with the bases loaded?
Right.
Or do I really see that ball in off the plate and think it should be called a ball? In 1 second, can a hitter do that in the heat of the battle? I don't know. I would think that's hard. It's outside 3-2. Some are better than others at it. I would think
that was the key. I think some are better than others. Henry Davis has not been an offensive juggernaut by any stretch, and so they pitch him in so frequently, just to not have the confidence and challenge that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And Bohm is down on strikes. We'll pause 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Jared Triolo stays in the game to play right field. And Ace Marilyn Valdez goes from right field to left field. The first one is up high for ball 1. Triolo has played 15 innings in right field. And a couple of starts there earlier this year. 8-4 Phillies. Bryson Stott, 1 out of 2. Sanders offers a strike.
You almost know a fly ball is going to be hit to right field this inning, right?
Oh, sure. That's how it goes. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Now I was curious, were they going to put O'Hearn in right and Triolo at first after that? And,
yes.
It goes the other way. So
I was shocked as well.
1-2 on Stott. 8-4 Phillies with 1 out, nobody on in the 5th. The pitch, swinging a foul back. Final line on Zach Wheeler of the Phillies. 4 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, a season high, 104 pitches. So go figure, the Pirates deal Wheeler a really tough outing tonight. And it's outside 2-2. I mean, that's Wheeler's shortest outing of the year. He had allowed 4 runs in the start only once. So, yeah, that's his worst outing of the year. And the Pirates got to him, but yet are still down 4. Out hitting the Phillies as well. 9-6. Swinging a lob shot out to right.
There it is. Baseball's amazing.
Nice, easy fly ball, though, for Triolo. 2 outs.
That's what you call a lazy fly ball, and that's exactly what Jared Triolo wanted.
All right. Just get a little something out there? Okay, all right, I see it. Now Real Muto. Skeens did not have a 1-2-3 inning. And Sanders bidding for that. Here's the pitch. Way up high and in for ball 1. I wonder if today's start might put Skeens' all-star candidacy in jeopardy. ERA at 3.62. We'll see if he comes back to Philadelphia. Pitch, and that's a strike, 1-1. Remember, the pitchers aren't voted on by the fans. If the fans had the vote, of course he'd be in there.
I'm trying to think. The managers, NL.
Nope, managers don't have any say anymore. It's players, and then the commissioner's office will round out the...
They don't officially have any.
Okay, it's inside 2-1. All right, yeah. Fair.
But unofficially, they have influence.
Yeah, the players vote. Rest of the roster. Outside now 3-1.
I mean, you think about the candidates, and obviously every All-Star game you need pitching, without a doubt. Braxton Ashcraft obviously is one of those ones that comes to mind that, without a doubt, a guy, a strike thrower.
The pitch, and it's inside, ball 4. So 2-out walk for the Phillies. Gotten on base every inning. Here's Rincones.
And then, as you mentioned, I mean, this should be at this point. You'd like to see Brandon Lau continue to do, what he needs to do over the next 10 days or whatever. But, I mean, you can't get away from 57 RBIs and 20 homers, can you? I mean, he would be the one guy, position player-wise, that you would think.
And tops at that position in the National League in both those categories. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So I think that's a no-doubter. But, yeah, that's what's fun about the All-Star game, too, is you have a lot of debates, and then there will be snubs. And then you say, oh, this guy's been snubbed. And then 5 guys will get injured or don't want to play, and then those guys will get in anyway. Pitch. And it's over below, 1-1 on the lefty batting Rincones. Been on base both times tonight.
I mean, it's funny, too, to think about a second baseman in just the NL Central. We have Terang in Milwaukee.
He's really good, too. Yeah.
Nico Horner. The Cubs.
Oh, yeah.
You got some guys that can get after it. And anytime you have a Cub that's up for it, it seems like, boy, the fans really get after it in certain cities.
Yeah. I feel like Chase Utley's going to go again this year. These Phillies, they might have 4 starters. They've been stuffing the ballot boxes, so to speak. Jamming the bandwidth. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8-4 Phillies. Philadelphia batting last of the 5th. And you can vote too. MLB.com/vote. The final phase of the 26th Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot. 2 outs and a 1-2. Trying to backdoor him, a miss. 2-2 now. Sanders out of Thibodaux, Louisiana. Real Muto at first with 2 gone. 2-2 pitch. Down low. 3-2 after the 2-out walk. Now full on Rincones after being ahead of him. Just called up today. Bedoya was optioned. And the pitch. Swinging a base hit. Right field. Triolo gets it in quickly. Real Muto to third. And now men at the corners for Crawford. 4-run game in the 5th. Don't want to fall behind any farther.
Yeah, you do not. And Crawford has swung a hot bat this entire homestand for himself. He came into this game 5 for 7. Has already picked up a hit. Or has hit the ball hard as she was robbed of a hit from Valdez. A line drive that Maryland Valdez made a diving grab, but he's swung the bat really well this entire homestand.
Pitch and a strike, and it'll be challenged by Crawford.
The batter's challenging the call strike.
It was a down and away fastball. We'll see how down and how away it was.
I think the corner. They always talk to the catcher. What do you think?
Call is confirmed. Philadelphia has 1 remaining challenge.
Great pitch by Sanders. So each team with 1 ABS challenge remaining. Real Muto at third, Rincones on at first. The pitch, down and in. That was a fastball that he hooked, and it's 1-1 on Justin Crawford. His dad, Carl Crawford, longtime, very good major leaguer. Tony Beasley trying to get Jared Triolo's attention in right field, get him to move over. There's a 1-1. Swinging a foul, and then the backswing hit Davis in the throwing hand, I think. Helmet popped off of Crawford. They were shooing away any look at anybody. No one.
I remember when Justin Crawford got drafted, was able to see his dad, and that was that L.A. drive where Pirates had Tamar Johnson.
Oh, okay. Here's the pitch. Justin Crawford taps it slowly to second. Lau up with it and on to first for the out, and the inning ends. So Sanders puts 2 on, but leaves him stranded. And we're through 5. It's still 8-4 Phillies on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
In 1977 Ford F-Series.
So without further ado, snap on your time goggles and prepare to zoom 1,000 years into the future. The D-backs are still the D-backs, though now they're represented by a robotic techno-snake, and the Cubs have embraced their future amongst the stars, now being represented by Ursa Major. Minneapolis was the first to establish relations with our extraterrestrial friends. The Rays are the cosmic rays flying through space in their devil ray-shaped spacecraft.
To third. Walker gave the ball to a fan. He thought that was the third out. I'm surprised Walker remembered to show up tonight. Here's the funny part. He goes back to get it, though. That's what's funny.
First pitch. Swinging a line drive, shallow center. On comes Young. He goes into a slide. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Second base umpire points to the first base umpire. Blakeney says he caught it on a sliding grab. What a catch by Young. Just making sure he got it, he did. Phillies don't have a challenge, and Jacob Young saves a couple of runs with that sliding shoestring catch.
And no question, right into his glove, no short hop. Great play, huge play.
So after all that, the base is left loaded, a 1-1 game.
Time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're on. Look at them go, folks. They're neck and neck. It's a wild crowd. Down the home stretch. Here they come. Here's the play at the plate. It's T.C. Bear.
I grew up just north of Canada in Detroit, Mr. Strike. That's the old joke there, because it's the only place that the U.S. is north of Canada.
This is true.
Connor Griffin, 1 out of 3. And then, of course, the Pirates, outside 101, they're going to be in our nation's capital on Independence Day. 4th of July in Washington, D.C. on the bicentennial of the United States. Baseball at 11 a.m. All these things will be true this weekend. It's inside 2 and 1.
Yeah, that last one was a little tough, though. That 11 a.m. Like,
whew. Just don't go to bed.
Well.
It's a night game the night before. 2-1, a little bit low, 3-1 on Griffin. We'll see. Backus hit a couple of batters when he came on in relief in the 5th inning. So
yeah, he started off.
Open that door up.
Yeah, Connor Griffin with that sweeper, so he must have found something with that sweeper to get it back over the plate.
3-1, the pitch, swinging a foul back, and now full on Griffin. Lau and then Reynolds. Wheeler struck out 10, but he gave up 9 hits. By far the most this season in any game. And then Skeens gave up 8 runs. He had never allowed more than 5 in any of his starts of his career.
Yeah, that was not what was anticipated by either one of the starting pitchers.
Righty getting up for the Phillies now. 3-2. Swinging the ball roped on a line to left, but Marsh is there. He's got it 1 out. Check out the many ways you can save on your next trip to PNC Park with fan values offers, special discounts to select games. And you can see all the ways you can save at pirates.com/fanvalues.
Yeah, I was really hoping to see Connor Griffin get on. He hit the nice line drive, but that would have put a little bit more pressure on these Phillies. Top of the lineup. windup to get that lead man on.
Well, now it's Lau. And he takes a strike. Lau hitless in his last 12. Coming into tonight, his July batting average is .307 for his career. This is his 9th major league season. And just off the plate away, 1-1. Slugging just under 600 in the month of July. Of course, all those games before tonight with the Rays. Wave starting in Philly. 1-1. Swing and a miss against this tough sidewinding lefty.
Yeah, that sweeper that he throws in, and he's finally dialed it in. Yanked a couple of them against the right-hand hitters in the last inning and was able to come in and hit a couple guys, Mangum and Triolo, but versus the lefties, he's feel a lot more comfortable throwing that ball right at them and having it run away from their barrel.
Here's the pitch, and Lau able to lay off that one. 2-2. Mentioned Griffin, he's had a stolen base tonight, and that means steal a base, steal a deal from Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hurry over to VIOC.com/steal. That's STEAL. Lau chops it off the plate toward the shortstop. Turner's got to hurry, and no play. It's going to be an infield hit for Brandon Lau. And you can score $25 off your next premium oil change. VIOC.com/steal.
Another infield hit for the Pirates. Few weak contacts, or anytime you put the ball in play with 2 strikes, so good things can happen. You have to appreciate that part. And again, another pitch where Trey Turner couldn't get it out of his glove on the run.
And so Don Mattingly has made his way to the mound. Backus, he is gone for the night. Pitching change in Philadelphia. 8-4 Phillies back after this on the Pirates Radio Network.
Let's see how the big fastball for Miz works out.
Struck him out. Another fastball. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Always the big question is, how does somebody recover after their first start? You got all the jitters out after opening day.
I think he's back.
Still bringing some serious heat.
He's already got 3 over 100 today.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball at 101, and Mizorowski's got the juice working here this afternoon at American Family Field. Couple of Ks and a perfect first for Miz.
Describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Phillies got 8 off of Skeens. Pirates got 4 off of Wheeler. We're thinking maybe 2-1, coming into the 6th inning. Lau is out at first with 1 out. For Reynolds, 1 for 3 tonight with a run batted in. Here's the pitch. And a half swing, he wins, strike 1.
I've seen a lot of half swings from Brian Reynolds this evening. Obviously, Zach Wheeler is going to do that to you, but I want to see Brian lock back in, and that month of June was unbelievable.
And the pitch, that's a little high, 1-1.
I shouldn't say unbelievable because he does it every month.
He does it every month of June. Yeah, he hit. I don't know what he hit for this June, but for his career, he hits .321 in June. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So, yeah, Reynolds leaves June through this year, the second highest OPS, career OPS in June by a Pirate, trailing only Ralph Kiner. He's ahead of Stargell, Paul Wainer, and Hannes Wagner. They're the next three behind him. Here's a 1-2, swinging a tap foul. Well, Johnson did not face any of the next four hitters in his outing on Monday. So they're all getting their first looks at him this year. Here comes a 1-2, swinging a bouncer foul right near the Phillies dugout up first. 4 runs on 10 hits for the Pirates, 8 runs on 7 hits for the Phillies. Trey Turner hit a 3-run home run. He's homered 3 straight games of the series against the Pirates.
Yeah, a couple errors for the Pirates, and only one really showed as an error. That's the one for Nick Gonzalez.
They hit Alec Boehm in the back, running from third to home with the bases loaded, try to force him.
And then the mental error from Tyler Callahan out in left field on that line drive. Not either getting on the ground or, most importantly, keeping the ball in front. I think those, they don't go as errors on the scoreboard, but they're definitely ones mentally.
That ended up being scored as a 2-run double by Harper. 2-2, strike 3 call. Reynolds down on strikes. Pirates have struck out 12 times tonight. We're in the 6th. Here's Ismaelin Valdez, 1 out of 3. Single and a run scored. Last inning.
This is the time, though, Joe, when you do want, you have to meter your lineup up. Brian Reynolds, obviously, and Valdez, Ryan O'Hearn. You'd like to get that ball on the other side of the wall, cut that deficit.
There's a strike. So now the approach changes as you get in the second half of the game.
Now you're looking for a pitch that you can actually drive out of the ballpark until you get to 2 strikes, and then you go back to an approach up, put the ball in play.
Now Valdez, plenty of power, already with 6 homers. Rookie waiting. 0-1 pitch. Half swing on a ball outside. 1-1 to Ismaelin Valdez.
One of the best things about him, he has to feel comfortable with his ability to leave the ballpark from foul pole to foul pole, so you don't feel like you have to get out in front of the velocity that Seth Johnson has.
Yeah, he can mishit it and hit it out. Swinging a ball laced foul on the ground of the third base side. 1-2.
JT Realmuto going with that 2-seamer that they used so effectively earlier in the game against these right-handed hitters. A little different when you're throwing a 94 mile per hour 2-seamer versus Zach Wheeler's 96 and 97.
Righties hit just 150 against Seth Johnson. And this righty will call timeout. Valdez. Phillies have the top of the order coming up in the bottom half. 8-4, the Phillies have the lead. Phillies averaging 6.5 runs over their prior 15 games. More already tonight. 1-2 coming. Valdez takes away 2-2. I think he was going to challenge that if it was called a strike. He saw it right into the mitt of the catcher. You notice that?
He did. I did. I was watching. You're right.
Lau at first with 2 away. 2-2. Swinging a foul back. A good swing.
That pitch at 99. A 4-seamer 99 down and away at the knees. And Valdez finds a way to get a good barrel and a good swing off on it. Those are the things that wreaks havoc for catchers. Now they don't know what to do.
Johnson was part of the return for Gregory Soto in a trade with the Phillies and Orioles once. Down low and away, 3-2.
Now, again, he's battled his way back just like the other bat before to get to this and ended up punching out at a fastball above the zone. Stay in your 2-strike approach. Don't try to get too big here.
8-4 Phillies, man on for the Pirates here with 2 outs in the 6th. Johnson delivers. Valdez swing and a ground ball up the middle. Turner, his only play is on to first, gets the out, and the inning ends. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Phillies still leading 8-4 along the Pirates.
Oh, I got Soto. All right. Who? Austin Barnes. How do you like rings? Okay. All right. Young Jackson Holiday, just wait. Jackson Holiday's good. Rick Cerrone, great hitting coach now.
Tony Gwynn. Also, that's good. That's
Spring
a good
break.
card.
Oh, these are like real.
There's gum in it.
87, baby. These are.
This gum from
Is this actually
1987?
from 87? It's not gum.
Go ahead, take a piece of that's 1987.
Oh my God, that is gum.
It's gum.
I'm not taking a bite of it.
I'm not taking a bite of it either.
Please welcome UEFA Champions League winner, three-time Serie A champion, and one of Italy's most accomplished football stars, Mario Balotelli. Our ceremony veteran is Jack Short. All right, Mario, it's your pitch.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with two different teams.
Philadelphia is up the top of the order. Trey Turner will lead it off. Then it's Schwarber and Harper against Cam Sanders. Skeens went the first four tonight, gave up a career most 8 runs, 7 earned on 6 hits. Here's the pitch, and Turner takes a strike. Turner became just the second hitter ever to hit a 3-run home run off Skeens back in the second. 2 for 3 night for Turner. 0-1. Down low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The only Philly to not reach base tonight is Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, boy. Oh, Joe.
Baseball's a funny game. And that came inside on Turner. Fastball. But that was a 2-seam fastball, and I think he was trying to throw it in. Just came way in.
In all honesty, I mean, we had 2 guys that were hit by sweepers nonetheless, so it wasn't intentional by any means. So obviously, Phillies antennas definitely go up when they see a fastball. One of their guys is starting to get hot in Trey Turner.
2-1 to him. Swing and a miss. Now 2-2. And Turner entered the series with 7 homers for the season. We're slugging a little over 300. That's changed. Pitch. A little tapper foul up third. But can be a dynamic player. We've seen that from him. But yeah, the overall numbers coming in this series, I'm thinking, man, he's been almost a non-factor offensively, it had looked like.
They did, and all of a sudden, Trey Turner started coming alive.
That's when he played 162. 2-2. Oh, cracked bat, slow ground ball toward first. Scooped up by O'Hearn and on to Sanders for the out. How's that feel in your hands when you hit a ball like that?
You know what? That cracked his bat so bad, he probably didn't even feel that one.
Oh, no.
I mean, it was like right above his hands. Looking at it on the replay, I mean, it got in there really good. All in that kitchen.
Yeah, still on the painted part of the bat there. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
I was just glad he wasn't running hard out of the box with his speed. He might have beat Sanders to first base on that play.
Here's Schwarber, who was 0 for 3 against Skeens, facing Sanders for the first time. Down low for ball 1. And Schwarber ends today now 0 for 12 with 7 strikeouts against Skeens.
Well, he couldn't wait for Paul Skeens to get out of the game.
His teammates picked him up. Just a weird night. There's a strike. 1-1. Both starting pitchers. I mean, two of the top pitchers in baseball are out of the game. One before the 5th inning, one in the 5th inning, and it's an 8-4 score halfway through the game. Wouldn't have guessed that. That's outside 2-1.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Another good crowd here tonight. Probably surpassing 40,000 again. Been averaging that the first two games of this series. 2-1 wave through and missed. Good slider from Sanders. 2-2. And the pitch. That's outside 3-2. One out, nobody on in the sixth. At the pitch, Schwarber hits it foul, and I think it got a piece of Henry Davis.
Yeah, that's the sound you don't like to hear. Right in the old midsection.
We'll just need a moment.
I think the funniest thing about that is that Kyle Schwarber asked him, is he okay? And the umpire went, yeah, he's okay. I'm like, Henry didn't say he was okay.
Be okay later. Full count on Schwarber and the pitch. Outside, he walked him. So he'll take first, and we'll take 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. And thanks to all of our affiliates that carry Pirates baseball, including WTRN 1340 AM in Tyrone. Bill Murphy will eventually come to the mound. He is making a mound visit.
He made it.
If I could hear right now, I'd. They have the noise machine going on. Nice to hear this ballpark filled up. It's a great atmosphere when the Pirates come here, but hopefully turn things around. Still got a chance if Sanders can hold them. 8-4 here in the sixth. He's just walked his second in as many innings. Sanders has pitched 14 innings in the majors and has walked 12. Harper credited with a 2-run double his last time up. He's driven in a run in 7 straight games now. Pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Strike one. He's always got that good fastball, does Sanders. 97.
And sometimes that fastball can get some run to it and run in on the left-handers. That's always nice.
Using no minimums, he has the second highest swing and miss percentage on the Pirates among their pitchers. Swinging a foul tip, and now 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's 2 really good fastballs at 97 miles per hour right by Bryce Harper. Yeah, what do? Do you go back to it again and see if you can get the third time, or do you throw the wrinkle?
Here's the pitch. Way up high, 1-2.
Yeah, I tried to go with a slider. Left that pitch way above the zone, non-competitive. Now you almost feel like Bryce Harper is geared up for that fastball.
One and two on Harper at the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He doubled up on his slider. There's a nice pitch, kept that one down.
2 outs. Marsh coming up.
And Joe, you're right. Earlier you mentioned, I mean,
first time for everything, K1.
With Marsh, I mean, but you're talking about the guys they have in this lineup. You go through those left-handers. You have Schwarber, then you have obviously Bryce Harper, but now Marsh is just making it so much tougher to pitch to this lineup.
Henry Davis will make a slow walk out to the mound. That is to stall for Johan Ramirez, who has been warming in the bullpen. And Donnie Kelly's coming out, so I believe that they want Johan for the lefty. Marsh, who has homered tonight against Skeens. Sanders has not faced him yet. if he puts his right arm up, he won't. Now here's a long chat here, and now he'll pat him on the back, and that's it for Sanders. So a pitching change here in the 6th inning. It's 8-4 Philadelphia. We're back after this.
Fastball taps the plate. It'll trickle down the third baseline. The Mariners are going to let it roll. Lenny Randall gets down on his hands and knees and blows on it like a curler, and it goes foul.
I have never seen that before in baseball. If this is allowed, that will be part of the arsenal, I'm sure, of the third baseman from now on.
Make you forget Laurel and Hardy in a hurry.
It's going to go as a base hit.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Johan, do you get the one that throws the strikes and records outs very quickly, or the one that records outs and takes some time doing it? Somehow Johan is going to find a way to get it done. Sometimes just not as quickly as you'd like it to be.
A little bit of a roller coaster, but yeah, overall, you read those numbers have been very good. He's tied for the 3rd most strikeouts as a reliever in the National League. He's pitched a lot, but I mean, that tells you something. And it's been almost a month since he's allowed a run or an extra base hit. June 3rd.
And you think about the guys that have contributed a ton to this ball club before the All-Star break. This has got to be one of them for me. I mean, it's just the ability to come in, regardless. It just he eats up so many innings for you out of that bullpen. When you're starting pitching, not going as deep as it's accustomed to in the past, you need a guy like this.
So facing Marsh after Sanders exhausted 44 pitches. There's a strike on a breaking ball over it. Maybe part of the reason why they got him out of there then. Pitch limits for relievers, too. 8-4 Phillies. We're in the 6th. Marsh is homered tonight, lined out sharply to center. That was that great catch that Manga made. That ball goes to the backstop. Davis scrambles to stay on his feet and retrieve the ball. It'll be a wild pitch from Johan. He's thrown 5 this year. That leads the team.
Let's just say Johan's not afraid to pitch with traffic out on a base path in scoring position.
And once they're out there, the opponents hit 157, I guess.
He is. He just finds a way to just get it done. Can't be stressful for a manager. But effective.
Bottom line. Here's the set. And 1-1. And another one to the backstop. Another wild pitch. The Johan Ramirez experience. And then he'll strike out Marsh, and then everyone dusts their hands, and they go back to the dugout.
I'll tell you what, Marsh is definitely got his antennas up, too. That's a couple pitches, had him move his feet. I want another breaking ball right at his front foot. He's able to get that foot out the way. But now, no more pitches to the backstop as Schwarber moves over to third base here with 2 outs. Definitely want to keep this game intact where it is until the Pirates get up.
8-4 Phillies here in the 6th. And the pitch is grounded foul. 2-2 on Marsh. Pirates with 10 hits, Phillies with 7. Now the set and the 2-2. Trying to backdoor him, just missed. And Davis will challenge.
Catch the challenge with the call ball.
What do you think?
Might be a little low. Not by much, though.
Ramirez starting to pace off the mound, hoping that he can be done with the inning.
Call confirmed. Pittsburgh is out of challenges.
Not a bad place for a challenge, though. He got a tough hitter at the plate. He's having a really good season, left-hand matchup.
I'm fine with that because it would end the inning if you win it.
Absolutely.
Pirates have no ABS challenges, one mound visit remaining. Here's the pitch. Swinging the ball belted, but foul, right side. Home run distance, but foul. Marsh has hit 3 home runs in this series. Hope he canceled his plans for the All-Star break.
Yeah, he's definitely put together a really nice first half and well-deserving.
Schwarber getting a huge lead down third. The pitch. And a good stop by Henry Davis. And no, he did not swing, and so it's ball 4. So 2 wild pitches and a walk from Johan. First and third now. And Alec Boehm, who's usually been a really good run producer for the Phillies through the years, he's coming up. Hitting .319 with runners in scoring position this year.
Now, this is a nasty matchup for Alec Boehm, though. He's a first pitch swinger. He likes to get his swing off. You never know with Ramirez because he can throw that sweeper in for first pitch and he can really run the ball up into you. You're too aggressive.
No hits in the inning for the Phillies. Men at the corners. There's a strike. Pirates pitchers have walked 5 tonight. Hit a batter. Couple of wild pitches here in this inning. Pitch way outside. 1-1. (8-4) Phillies. Ramirez trying to hold him here in the 6th. Pitch outside. 2-1. Pirates have thrown 135 pitches so far. We're in the 6th inning. Skeens started, went the first 4, gave up 8 runs, 7 earned. Sanders and now Ramirez. 2-1, way outside. 3-1. Lefty batting Stott would be next. Ramirez to the back of the mound, pick up the rosin bag on this sultry night. Pitch. Back with a strike. Now 3-2 with 2 outs. Full count. That will allow Marsh to get into motion. Here's the action. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Ramirez puts up a 0. We go to the 7th. 8-4 Phillies on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City at IC9.
Looking for the best team in the American League? You got to go to Tampa.
And the Rays have won another.
The Rays are cooking, and they're doing it with their own special recipe. It starts on the mound where Drew Rasmussen, Steven Matz, Nick Martinez, and Big Mac Shane McClanahan are holding it down.
And a big swing and miss. He's got him with the hard stuff.
This rotation is just suffocating opposing hitters, pitching to a sub-3 ERA backed by a lights-out bullpen. At the disc, Junior Caminero is proving he's an elite middle-of-the-order masher.
And that one's going to go. Home run, Caminero.
And don't sleep on Jonathan Aranda and Yandy Diaz bats either. Those 3 have combined to drive in more than 90 runs already this season. Playing in the same division as the Yankees, Tampa will need to maintain their momentum. Maybe even kick it up a notch. But this season's Rays seem to be up to any challenge.
Somebody help me.
You
guy got a souvenir. He's got a tale to tell.
Mom's just kind of oblivious to the fact that she's struggling.
It's a rather lengthy one.
She is very attentive so far as this long story draws out.
That young man looks like he was given some signs. Oh, no, he's actually copying the pitcher, isn't he?
He's just going to give up. He's going to give up and pretend this is what he wanted to have happen.
He's in a tent right now.
He's going to hang out here.
It's Ryan O'Hearn to start things for the Pirates here in the 7th inning. Got to get going. They're down 8-4 to these Phillies.
Yep, continue to chip away before you have to take the chunks.
All you need is 1 or 2 right here. Start making them a little more nervous.
Definitely want to stay away from that 9th inning. Trying to regain a lead or get back to tying up a ball game. Score as much as possible over these next 6 outs.
Phillies pitchers have not had a 1-2-3 inning tonight. O'Hearn a base hit his last time. First one down and in, ball 1 from Seth Johnson. Right-hander getting up for the Phillies. 1-0 to O'Hearn. Down and in, 2-0. Hooked that fastball. Gonzalez 3 for 3 on deck, and then it's Mangum who's laced a base hit in 2 at-bats tonight. Behind 2-0, Johnson delivers. O'Hearn swings and skies it. Back of third. Bohm into the outfield grass. And he'll grab it 1 out. Well, Gonzalez has 4 games in his career with 4 hits or more. Had a 5-hit game last year in Milwaukee. Might get there tonight. 5 at-bats.
I'd like it if he did. That means the Pirates played it some runs here late in the game.
Down 8-4, 1 out. Pitch down low and away, ball 1. 3 singles and 3 tries. The last brought in a run. When he gets his next RBI, it'll be his 37th. Why does that matter to me?
Probably the most he's had in a season.
You might be right about that. I wasn't going in that direction, but I can look that up because that also sounds way more interesting than what I was going to say. So it's 2-0 on him now. No, I was going to say he would be the 5th Pirate with 37 RBIs this year. Why does that matter? Because there were 5 Pirates last year with 37 or more RBIs the whole season.
Wow. Yeah.
It's outside 3-0. Drove in 49 in the 24 campaign, did Gonzalez. But he's driven in more this year than he did of last year already by 6. Here's a 3-0. And ball 4. He takes a 4-pitch walk. He's been on base all 4 times. And he's on for Mangum. So the Pirates have had a base runner on in each of the first 7 innings.
Just have to find a way to touch home plate. And it's very, very, very hard to walk Nick Gonzalez, by the way. That's something that he has been able to take some more walks this year. Most I've seen him walk.
There's the pitch, and there's a strike to Mangum. So the Pirates have 10 hits tonight, 9 singles, and the only home run led off an inning.
Keep getting those base runners out there. That big ball will show up.
Here's an 0-1. Mangum takes it up high, 1-0-1.
Room down there in that right field corner.
Rincones playing straight away. Mangum switch hitter batting left. The pitch up high, 2-1. Get around a pitch and just line it or even ground it past first. Harper holding on the runner. Get bucks on the pond for Triolo, who's waiting next. 2-1 coming. High and away, 3-1. And again, the Phillies have had a righty warming. He's ready if Don Mattingly wants him. And if Johnson walks Mangum, he'll probably want him. The right-hander sets. Pitch. And it's high and away, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Puts the tying run on deck. Triolo, who has an RBI tonight because he got hit by a pitch. With the bases loaded, he's coming up. And Caleb Cotham, the pitching coach, will come out instead. Now, look at this. I mean, he is sprinting.
He has made it to the mound.
It's all about perspective, you know.
But he had to wait for JT Realmuto. Because he was a slow one to the mound that time.
So they'll confer here. It looks like keep Johnson in for Triolo. Davis is next. Triolo, as a pinch hitter, was hit by a pitch, but it drove in a run. Pirates have Andy Rodriguez, Marcell Ozuna, and Billy Cook on their bench. We're in the 7th inning. 8-4. Phillies lead. Triolo homered in this ballpark on Monday night. His first of the year.
That was nice, too. Straightaway center. Up in the trees for Tree.
Oh.
That was nice.
I should have used that.
Oh, too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could do it again.
Oh. Yeah. Here's the pitch. Swinging the ball, lined sharply to left. Marsh back at this one. It'll bang off the wall. 1 run is in. Mangum around third. Here comes the relay. It's mishandled. 2 are in on the double by Triolo. And the Pirates right back into this game. Jared Triolo with 3 RBIs tonight.
Yes, and the Philly fans are letting them know about it with a bunch of boos. But, man, that ball was smoked by Jared Triolo. That thing was hit well off the wall. Short hop the wall out there in left center field, 387 feet away from home plate. That is going to be it as manager Don Mattingly comes out.
I'm sure he regrets not going to make the change one batter earlier, and Triolo making him pay. 3 RBIs in his 2 plate appearances tonight. And the Pirates pulled it within 8-6. Tying runs coming up. We're back after this here on the Pirates Radio Network.
RingCentral's AI receptionist uses voice AI to answer on the first ring, so you'll never miss a call again. In just a few minutes, you can personalize your own AI receptionist to answer questions, route calls, schedule appointments, and...
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Dominic Canzone, you think about this time a year ago, he was off the radar when you think about it, right? Canzone plugs this deep out to the gap, right center field, Dom Canzone, an opening night bomb, and the Mariners have taken the lead. Well, Dom Canzone picking up right where he left off. This was a sinker, middle part of the plate, got that foot down, all those adjustments he made with that swing in that lower half last year, a huge contributor.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Henry hit the home run earlier in this game. Right now, he's just looking to find a way to get Jared Triolo across the touch home plate.
Kirkering, a fly ball pitcher. Davis waits the pitch. There's your strike. Now Davis with men on tonight. Batted with first and second in the 4th inning and struck out swinging. Batted with the bases loaded in the 5th inning, struck out looking. But hit that home run to lead off the 3rd inning. He swings and skies one to center. Crawford underneath it. He'll make the catch. Triolo feigns the tag, or the advance at least. He did tag. 2 outs. And now back to the top for Connor Griffin. And Davis, in his career, a 108 hitter with runners in scoring position. It's the lowest all time. You know, there was at least a thought to be made there in pinch hit. But he had homered tonight, so maybe felt good about his at bat.
Yeah, Andy Rodriguez, obviously one of those left-handed bats there on that bench.
Here's Griffin. He has to duck out of the way of a breaking ball, ball 1. So Griffin tonight 1 for 4, batting with Triolo at second. Pirates have pulled it within 8-6. We're in the 7th. Phillies led at one point 8-2 when Paul Skeens was removed from this game. And a front door sweeper misses 2-0, and I quipped, wouldn't it be funny? The Pirates have lost 8 straight Skeens starts coming into tonight, and 3 of them were quality starts. He has his worst game of his career. Wouldn't it be great if the Pirates come back to win it? There's a strike. And it's 2-1. Still a ways to go, but you got the tying run up. And maybe they can pull it through.
I'm just looking at Kirk Green. That sweeper, man, he loves it. And it is go-to pitch. Just hoping he elevates one to Connor Griffin.
2-1 coming. Swing and a miss. Now 2-2.
And that's what makes it so effective. That 98-mile-per-hour sinker. After seeing so many sweepers, and then you get a 98-mile-per-hour two-seamer. So let's see if Connor Griffin can just find a way to put the ball in play now. Already legged out an infield hit. Be nice to see Brandon Lau get in at bat this inning.
He's waiting next. 2 outs. Triolo at second. The pitch. Swung out in line. Caught by Bohm at third. That's a Gold Glove play. Wow. Hot shot liner down the line. Bohm snares it, saves a run, and gets the Phillies out of the inning. At the stretch in Philadelphia, it's the Phillies 8 and the Pirates 6 on the Pirates Radio Network.
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you have the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries. Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich. Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries. Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
This is Spalding.
Yes,
you look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second, now this is the backstory. Okay, this is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids. Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of Doubleday and the invention of baseball?
Please
tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old Cooperstown native came forward, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball, does it give you powers to become a better baseball player?
I've been here 5 years and playing baseball through all of it. I don't think I've gotten better.
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
How difficult was that catch by Alec Bohm?
That's so difficult because Alec Bohm is 6'5". I mean, he's long. I mean, it takes him a while to get to the ground. That ball was a full extension down the line.
First pitch to Stott is a strike.
I mean, that's low to the ground, and he plays a Gold Glove caliber third base without a doubt. And he's made some plays this entire series. And he just might have saved the game for the Phillies.
105 off the bat of Griffin. Full extension, diving toward the line, and caught it. And that ball came up and caught Stott. He's down on the ground momentarily. 2 strikes to him. Johan Ramirez returns for the bottom of the 7th. It's an 8-6 Phillies lead. It's cooling off now that nightfall is set in. It's down to 90 degrees.
Well, the one thing that's heated up is these Pirates, their offense have heated up over the last couple innings. It's finding a way to, as we said, chip away, putting up a 2 spot in the 3rd inning and the 5th inning, now at the top of the 7th.
This would be their most important comeback win of the year. The pitch, swinging a foul. Real Muto and then Rincones to follow, considering the Phillies one of the teams ahead of them in the wild card chase. And that's where it stands right now, unless the Pirates break off a long stretch of success like the Marlins did this past month. The wild card is the first picture. And it's outside 1-2. Or like the Phillies have, really, 40-20 over their last 60 games.
We'll check and see what, and do that 40-20 record that they had. How many winning streaks they had over 5 games or more? Let's take a look at that.
Here's a 1-2. Swinging a ground ball. That's going to sneak through, a base hit. Andy Fletcher, the only one close to that one. The umpire. So a base hit for Stott. And we're going to pause 10 seconds for a station break on the Pirates Radio Network. Real Muto is coming up. Only grounded to 3 double plays. Pirates trail 8-6. Phillies batting in the 7th. Pitch. Outside on a slider, ball 1.
One thing about JT Realmuto, he's a veteran hitter. So much room on the right side against a pitcher like Ramirez. I mean, he's going to find a way to get that ball to that right side. I mean, that's what he does.
Here's a send, the 1-0. Swinging a foul. What makes it more difficult for the hitter to do that?
For him, I mean, it's really second nature for him to be able to handle the barrel, and I think that's what makes it tough is when you have a guy like Ramirez that throws a sweeper, but also has that 2-seamer that runs in. It just makes it easier for Realmuto to say, I have an open side, let me work that.
1-1 now. Swinging a foul, 1-2.
2 swings, and both swings filed straight back, but that's exactly where he's going. And nowadays, the second baseman on right-handed hitters are always playing right up the middle, almost behind the pitcher almost. And it's just so much room when you're holding a runner on first base. And guys that know how to handle the barrel, they find a ways to get that ball out there.
Ramirez ahead, the pitch.
Oh, nice
Strike
pitch.
3 call. Throws him on the sweeper.
That's a beautiful pitch for Ramirez. Very nice job of getting and recording that out after that leadoff single.
Just frozen.
A frozen sweeper right down the middle of the plate.
Don't want a frozen sweeper. House gets dirty. Here's Rincones. The pitch.
Pirates.
Derek Hill comes in the game for defense in right. Phillies lead 8-6. Phillies were up 8-2. Once since 1901 have the Pirates overcome a 6-run deficit and beaten the Phillies. It was in 1979 at the Vet. Brandon Lau takes a strike. Pirates have brought the tying run up. Davis batted as the tying run in the 5th inning. And again in the 7th inning, as did Griffin. And then it was Bohm making that great diving play on Griffin. Lau swings and skies it back of second into short right field. Hill just into the game. It'll be the second baseman instead. Stott makes the catch, 1 out.
It's so hard. I mean, it almost feels like that, you know, that NBA game where, you know, slowly but surely you get back in it and you spend so much energy doing that, and then it just towards the end, you're hoping the Pirates can just continue to find a way to just keep plating runners. Finish off. This will be a big win if they can pull this one off, Joe, like you said.
Now Reynolds 1 out of 4. And it's inside ball 1. Yeah, the Sixers had a 23-point lead early in the second, and then this 11-0 run, you know, within eight.
The Pittsburgh Pisces came back in.
Pipers. There's a strike, 1-1. You get a base runner on. You have the tying run up. Kirkering on for a second inning relief. There's a liner caught at first by Harper. Oh, they brought their gloves again tonight. Great defense by the Phillies in this series.
Yeah, it's been a tough one. Obviously, bringing that tying run to the plate would have been nice if that ball would have found some outfield. Bryce Harper snagged it before it found its way in that outfield grass. But again, the Pirates still resilient. They're still finding ways to put together good at-bats. Hopefully they can break open the dam at some point. We're running out of time.
Well, defense matters. You think of 2 plays on either side, and the Pirates have the lead. There's a strike, and the ball hit the back of the runner. A throw from Pirates third baseman. The Phillies third baseman snares the liner by Griffin, which was an incredible play. Valdez made a fine play when he was in right field tonight. It's inside 1-1 now in left. 2 quick outs for Kirkering. He's retired the 4 men he's faced. 2 of them have been hot shot liners. 8-6 Phillies, 8th inning. Pirates have 4 outs to go. Swing, fly ball, right field. Hill back to the track with room. He's got it. And Kirkering retires the Pirates quickly in the 8th. First time.
How do you go from a triple play to a 2-way star through a bracelet and the babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where you go? And he said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Manufacturer's warranty, so you can buy with confidence at Levin Furniture and Mattress.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning in Philadelphia. The Phillies have an 8-6 lead, and Dennis Santana is coming on for the Pirates.
Well, Dennis will make his 37th appearance on the season, a 2-3 record with a 4.72 ERA, 34 and a third innings pitched with 30 strikeouts. And most importantly, looking to put up a 0 here. It goes against Kyle Schwarber to start off this bottom of the 8th.
And the first pitch, Schwarber swinging a foul against 3 likely All-Stars. Ramirez, an inning and a third scoreless. He struck out 4. All the outs came on strikeouts. So now 13 innings scoreless over his last 10 for Johan. That's inside 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, opposing average of 229 against Dennis Santana this year. His first pitch to Kyle Schwarber, he challenged him with a 97 mile per hour fastball. We haven't seen that number from Dennis Santana all season.
Here's 1-1. And a little bit up, 2 balls and a strike. He had his normal hiccup at Coors, but let's take that out of the equation. His other 8 games, before and since, no runs for Santana. Over 8 2/3. 2-1. Swinging a ball line foul way out in front, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, took a little bit off of the slider that time. The pitch before that, actually, the Pirates are all out of challenges, but that found the top of the zone with the slider.
Phillies have 1 remaining, ABS. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front, and Schwarber 0 for 4 tonight. 1 out. 8-6 Phillies.
And that is his 4th strikeout of the evening, too. Let's keep that up for at least 1 more day. Or maybe have a day off tomorrow.
Now, Duran getting up, and it's O'Hearn, Gonzalez, and Mangum due up for the Pirates in the 9th. We got Rodriguez, Ozuna, and Cook on the bench. Harper way out in front, strike 1.
Yeah, when that arm speed is up like that, you see that fastball at 96 and 97, man, that slider has been doing some work. That's a bite that we're used to seeing from Dennis Santana on that slider.
And so you bring in a righty to face all these lefties, swinging a foul, 2 strikes, and you say, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, his first 2 years with the Pirates, and early this year, and now recently again, he's been lights out against lefties.
He's been there. He's been the Pirate closer. I mean, he's going to face whoever. It's nice to see him being able to get back to that.
0-2 down at end, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's because of the slider.
Yes. And I think that the arm speed, as we said before, like you said, when you can spin it, it's one thing, but when you have that arm speed to go with it, it just makes that extra bite a little more effective.
1-2, up and in, 2-2. Harper was credited with a 2-run double in the 4th inning. He was batting with first and second on a tweener ball to left. Dove 4 and went behind the left fielder. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Change up there, nice change up by Dennis Santana. Some good action on that.
Well, if the Pirates can come back, it would be Santana, the pitcher record, instead of Skeens. And we'd love to see that. Skeens gave up 8 runs tonight. By far a career most. Went 4 innings. Pirates within a stone's throw. Here's Marsh. Outside ball 1. Marsh is homered tonight. 3 in the series. Turner has 3 home runs in the series. 1 in each game. Defense the difference right now in this game tonight. Unquestionably. The pitch. Swinging a crack bat. Little flare back of second. Dumped into right for a base hit. Marsh has a 2-out single. He's able to get just enough on it. Now the righty batting Bohm. He's 0 for 3. The pitch. And turned his back to an inside slider for ball 1. Pirates still out hitting the Phillies. 11-10 in that column. But an 8-6 Phillies lead. Man at first, that's Marsh with 2 away. 1-0 from Santana. Swinging a deep drive to center. Mangum back, still back to the wall. There it goes. 2-run home run for Alec Bohm. With the glove and with the bat, he has put the game away for the Phillies. 10-6 in the 8th.
Yeah, Alec Bohm has made his name known here in the late innings. Taking runners off the board for the Pirates and adding them for his Phillies. That ball right off the bat, you almost knew that was going deep up into the batter's eye, up into the trees, and it did.
It was a fastball right down the middle. And Bohm hit his 10th home run.
He's been aggressive the entire time, early in the count on fastballs this entire series.
10-6 Phillies, a deflating circumstance. Caught by Griffin on a liner up the middle. We go to the 9th. Pirates need 4 now. It's 10-6. Back after this.
At Giant.
You know you need to get 5 innings in. Watch how quickly Blue Jays hitters swing.
Here's Griffin. There's one swing to be very quickly followed by another. Well, you said they'd swing at almost everything. Well, that is one of the strangest strikeouts you will ever see.
Jordan Lawler leads off the bottom of the 3rd. Reynaldo Lopez, first pitch swung on. That is hit high and deep to left field. It took a long time, but there's the first Major League home run for Jordan Lawler.
424 feet off the bat of Lawler. And no doubter for him, a kid who was, 6th overall pick a few years ago. They had to find kind of a spot for him. He was a shortstop. They put him in the outfield, and nobody giving him any love after his first big league home run.
Congratulations, Jordan Lawler. That's number 1. Bryce Matthews, who struck out looking his first time up. Matthews getting the start in left field tonight. Matthews hits it in the air pretty well to center. Going back on it is Rafaela at the wall, looking up. See you later! Bryce Matthews with his first long ball of the year, right by the Phillips 66 home run pump. And the Astros lead 4-0. That went 434 feet just to the left of straightaway center. And it was 111 miles an hour off Matthews' bat.
Chance for the Pirates after the Bohm home run. It's now 10-6 Phillies. And now no longer a safe situation for Joan Duran.
And maybe that can work to the advantage of the Pirates. Not a save opportunity. A little lack of focus, but it'll be his 31st appearance on the year nonetheless. 1-3 record, a 1.57 ERA, 28 2/3 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts, and as we mentioned earlier, 21 of 22 in the save opportunities this year. So it will be a challenge.
So you bring up a good point. Non-save opportunities. He's given up 3 earned runs in 8 innings, so not exactly terrible, but maybe not quite as effective. Sometimes you do see that. We'll find out. As O'Hearn will lead it off. Gonzalez and Mangum, and the Pirates will need many more. Down 4. If the Phillies win, it'll be series lead for them. They'll push the Pirates to 6 back of them in the wild card picture. There's a strike. And the Pirates will be dealt defeat in 9 consecutive starts of Paul Skeens. He gave up 8 runs tonight. 0-1 pitch. O'Hearn takes low. You know, the other reigning Cy Young Award winner whose team lost as many as 8 straight games was Jim Perry, Gaylord's brother, back in 1971 with the Twins. Minnesota lost 10 in a row that year when Perry pitched. Just some of these nights you look and Skeens is Skeens, and they just didn't win. But tonight, this was the first real clunker of his career. Down low, and now 2-1.
Yes, it was not one of those that you like to see from Paul Skeens, especially against a team like this when you know you need to win in a 4-game series. have a good outing. It's just a little tough break for him. That's the bounce back.
O'Hearn, short hopper to short, Turner to first, 1 out.
Yeah, Bryce Harper almost messed up that entire play. I don't know if he got caught watching. Every once in a while, first baseman have a little brain mistake, but he ended up being late to the bag and actually had his wrong foot on the bag when he received that throw from Trey Turner.
He caught it really deeply.
Yeah, I mean, literally had his other foot on the base. Almost, he's over there laughing himself with the first base umpire. They both found a little chuckle about that. I guess you can chuckle when you got a 4-run lead in the ninth.
Inside ball 1 to Nick Gonzalez. No one has been able to retire him tonight. 3 singles and a walk. Run batted in. As they average up to 301. Half swing strike, 1-1 now. 10-6 Phillies, 1 out. Nobody on for the Pirates in the ninth.
So as a fan, every once in a while, you say fans want to be a big leaguer. How would you like to hit a 97-mile-per-hour split-finger fastball?
I'd love to hit it. I couldn't, though. Swinging the ground ball to short on the backhand Turner. And the throw gets him, 2 outs. That's he throws a splinker just like Skeens does, except his is coming in even harder.
It's just hard to believe. Average fastball, not even close to 97 for major league pitchers.
Well, 2 outs now for Mangum. Last hope for the Pirates. They need 4. Brought the tying run up in the 5th inning and in the 7th inning. And then the 2-run home run by Bohm in the 8th off Santana. Swinging a foul.
Oh, my. That ball was fouled so late. It went right past the on-deck circles. Usher sitting up against the net. Kind of startled him, almost knocked him down the steps.
Glad he's all right. Just a smile. 1 strike to Mangum. 10-6 Phillies. 2 outs. Back with a strike. That's that 89-mile-per-hour curveball. Never thought you'd humanly see that. 41,766 on a Wednesday night in Philadelphia. Most are standing. And an 0-2. Swinging a liner. Knocked down by Bohm again. How did he snare that? Mangum too fast. He'll beat it out. How did that ball end up in Bohm's glove? Wow, he's a fantastic third baseman.
Yeah, he has showed every bit of flashing the leather that you ever want to see. I tell you what, it is amazing. The fact that, more importantly, Jake Mangum just does not have any quit in him. That ball was a line drive. 1 hop by Bohm. He came up and threw across the infield, and Mangum beat it by a whole half a step. I mean, he was running hard the entire time to the last outs made. That's a great effort there.
Triolo's had a good night. He drove in 2 with a rocket of a double his last time up. 3 RBIs for Triolo tonight. Not in a starting role. First one a strike. Mangum takes second on indifference. Nothing in 1 on Triolo. Man at second with 2 outs. Duran of the Phillies delivers. Check swing. He said he went on the appeal to first. 2 strikes. Nothing in 2 on Triolo. Mangum at second with 2 away. 10-6 Phillies, 9th inning. 2 outs and the pitch. High, 1-2.
Oh, man, they challenged it.
Or did he?
Are they out? They're out, aren't they?
No, the Phillies aren't.
I thought they challenged the last inning.
No, they have 1 left. 1-2 on Triolo. Duran delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pirates fall to the Phillies 10-6. Back after this on the Pirates Radio Network.